So we did do a quick recap of everything that happened last session while you were not here, Ryan. So real quick, I'm just going to give you the rundown. You guys fought Fabian Wilcox, who is an old family frenemy of Sir Dolphus Rex.
I murked that fucking guard.
Yeah, you also murdered the shit out of one of his guards and had a little chat.
A family.
You had a little
Ragdolled
chat with
him.
your patron about it afterwards. That went fair to middling, and the guy Fabian Wilcox agreed to help Sidolphus Rex restore his family's fortune, get rid of the guy who usurped the business by gaining control of something called the Dawn Forge, which he has insider information. If he goes to meet this guy named Dirk at a pawn store, he can purchase that information. He is now allowing you all to purchase said information in exchange for letting him live. After that, y'all went to the Jaded Cross, which is where we currently are, the motel, bar, and inn owned by Babs, who is the caretaker and lovely just hostess all around. Mikas lives here rent-free in exchange for doing odd jobs around the bar. Y'all spent the night. Mikas talked to his patron. What else? You also have information from the Darkstriders to meet for a potential job happening this evening, because it is now the following morning. So happening this evening at 9 p.m. in the Bowels. And Mikas has the location for this meeting, which is at a gas station. But that meeting won't be till much later. Until then, you have a couple of leads that you can follow. There's Dirk at the pawn store. There is... what else do we have? There was also the incident that Moxley ran into when he was meeting up with you guys, where he saw a bunch of rather large rats with transmitter helmets on their heads. And they appeared to be heading into the sewers that would lead down into the bowels of the city.
I'm very curious about them.
And I don't know if y'all remember someone named the Toy Maker, who also resides in the bowels of the city, who is responsible for creating the Windling little, what are we calling them? The Furby familiars. From a couple sessions ago.
Oh God, I forgot that you put Furbies in this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna remind you every session because I don't want you to forget.
They're horrifying.
So back to the Furby.
So we have the meeting with the Darkstriders about a rogue AI. We have the large rats, we have the meeting with Dirk, the pawn shop owner, and we have the Toy Maker. It is roughly 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Y'all are a bit hungover. A couple of you more hungover than others. Mikas, can you roll me a Constitution savings throw to determine how hungover you are?
Yeah.
I'm not. I feel great.
I didn't drink.
Must be nice. Your voice is
Oh,
up
come
here.
on.
I'm not feeling great.
I feel
I'm
12
not
again.
feeling
This
good.
is fantastic.
Look up
Mikas and I are just
30.
leaning against each other for emotional support.
Yeah, Mikas, you're feeling a little rundown.
I am
y'all
definitely
probably
studying
heard
all of you,
last
by the
night.
way.
Huh?
I'm definitely studying all of the hungover people. Throwing it out there. Y'all have notebooks now.
I drank too much and I
Their
stayed
lack
out
of
too long
alcohol
because I was thinking about
tolerance.
the man that I murdered.
So Babs is kind of mulling about the bar. A couple of you, I believe we ended our last session with a few of you ordering breakfast, of which, you know, she serves bar food, so there isn't really your typical breakfast items here. She's got a plate of fried potato wedges for Virel, who was really insistent on having french fries the night prior. These are the best that she can do at this time. We have a couple other items on the menu. Let me pull that up real quick. We got a cheese platter. We have the stuffed red bell peppers, of which what they are stuffed with you do not know. The deep fried potato wedges, a scaverfin soup, a kelp eel salad, and a couple of deep fried turkeys, baked beef, rotisserie cooked pork, and deep fried lamb. She is not turning on the deep fryer this early in the morning, so you're stuck with starters and soup and salad. If you would like,
will protect her with my life. These are the best things that I've ever put into my mouth. I think these are delicious and amazing, and I now owe Babs a life debt.
Right. So otherwise, liquid breakfasts all around. I think Bloody Marys. Yeah, Bloody Marys.
I'll do a mimosa.
Dean is.
Here we refer to those as an unholy homunculus.
Of course. How foolish of me.
It is a blended red fruit/vegetable juice. Juice is in quotation marks, and vegetable is spelled in a way that you're not used to seeing.
It's
And
like Fruit Loops.
yeah. It comes with a sturdy, a heavy pour, I should say, of whatever house distilled liquor is available on hand. You don't know exactly what liquor you're going to get. It's kind of roulette, so to speak. But it does come with a couple stalks of celery. They may or may not be fresh.
What?
There you go. Some greens.
Oh.
It's quite
Dad
grainy,
is
yes.
behind the counter, blending up the drinks. How
Why is
many
it
of these
crunchy?
can I get for you?
I think one for everyone. Babs.
You do, and she points at a Moxley down at the end of the bar. Are you drinking this morning, hun?
A double for him. He's drinking for two.
Moxley very much kind of coils up a little bit, and will just go, I'm fine. And we'll pull his hood up just like a little bit more.
Being hungover, I'm gonna enjoy my pipe and yeah, whatever food's hot sounds good.
All right.
I'm
She
eyes now.
But again, there are plenty of books in front of me. How many books? 1, 2, 6 books to be exact. There are 6
Only.
books out in front of me right now.
Be time to read books later, Mox. We got jobs and jobs and jobs. Where are we headed first?
They are very color coded. You notice a blue one, a pink one, a purple one, a green one, a red one, and a yellow one. I'll let you guys determine who's who.
Dibs on pink.
That's not how this works. You don't get to choose your color.
No, they change daily. He just kind of
Oh,
picks
can
one
I
at
get-
random.
Can I get blue? I always really liked blue. Actually, you know what? Red. I've always looked really good in red. He looks at his jacket and he straightens his collar a little bit.
You noticed me right in the green one.
What are you doing? Writing
Ah,
it
good.
down? Why didn't you just store it in your data banks?
It is true. You do have data
what?
storage in that thing, don't you?
And out of curiosity, how much storage space do you have in your data bank?
That's a great question. I have no fucking idea. I just remember things as they come along.
Interesting. I write in the yellow book there.
And the green one. They all add up.
It's like holding one book with his foot and writing with his tail.
I imagine we're sitting at a table. They're kind of...
Actually, that is a great question. I know how to like take care of like my outer shell, that sort of thing. Can I run like a diagnostic? I have no idea. Maybe I do have storage. I don't know.
You're running a
I just
capacity.
imagined like, yeah, I just use it as it comes, but maybe I
A
do.
diagnostic.
A few years old, you have a
What?
256 meg SSD in there. That's it.
Hold on. Let me.
I mean, like a computer, I go to my like properties and see like my my C drive used like.
Gotta clear your
Control
temporary
button.
cache every day, otherwise you run out.
What are
Man,
you
I
putting in
really
that C
like-
drive?
Crash will pick Rubik's up. Yeah, where is the control button on this thing?
I gotta delete the old music software I have, download the new music
Yeah.
software, but then I'm gonna get rid of all of the stuff I've made, and I want to keep that.
Why do I have 12 versions of Fruity Loops? What the?
Hey, hun,
It's got LimeWire.
Yeah, exactly. What? Am I
Fucking
seeding
Bobby
right
Bunny
now?
pops
Oh,
up.
that's why I'm so slow. I'm seeding. Jesus, everybody.
Oh, God damn it.
They have our
Having defragged
location.
his disc.
I've been tracked this entire time. Sorry, I've been seeding the Matrix 1 through 3 on my.
That's why we've been getting chased. Ah, it all makes sense now.
All right, so where are we headed first? We can't do mine and Mikas's thing until later tonight. So we could do pawn shop. We could. What was the other things again?
Rat
Well,
hole.
I'm not
kinda
gonna
like
go
skirt-
traipsing around the sewers this early in the fucking morning, so I'm down to do some shopping.
I
But
would argue that the sewers
think-
in the morning is the best time to operate.
she makes a solid point. There will be less human waste in there at that point in time.
Oh God, I didn't even think
I
of
mean,
that.
maybe only if we go right now. I don't feel like getting stuck behind anyone's 9 a.m. dumps.
I hate this whole thing.
Babs sort of puts on a stank face and looks over at Mikas. You're not planning on walking around in some sewer, are you?
Relax,
for a
Babs.
minute.
I'm not gonna bring the stink back.
Yeah, you
You can-
better not. If you plan on going down there, you all better shower before you step foot in there. I won't be having that stench linger at me, understand? I got a very
Meanwhile-
sensitive nose.
Mikas
worry,
looks
Babs,
around
we'll
at
get-
the company
we'll
he's
get-
brought in. He's like, I might have already brought the stank with me.
Oh. Don't worry, Babs. We'll get those little rubber booty things you put around your shoes first.
Get a hazmat.
I like this one. He's a smart one. Thinking ahead.
Are we not the least bit curious about what those rats were doing there?
I mean, I don't know.
I've never seen rats like that before. They had hats on the transmitters. What could you use the rats for? Perhaps some kind of complex seeding network. That
I mean, oh, sorry.
if the rats move, if the idea is the rats move underground fast enough, they could ping you specific locations. What
I
kind
think
of
these are hacker
locations
rats.
do you need out of rats, though? Well, I don't think the rats are hackers. I think this is more likely someone is a hacker to the rats. But
I don't
Hack rat.
know,
Hey.
Mox. The Citadel's a weird place. Last time I came here, I ended up a Jello shot.
Oh,
Still
hate it
are.
when that happens.
All right, I'm not asking directly, but could I notice maybe if Moxley here is maybe just interested in rats, like more intently than
Just
the
rats.
I mean,
Like as a
maybe
food
he's
source?
interested in eating them, or
I mean, you would.
Hmm.
Okay, offensive as hell.
I didn't ask. I didn't ask.
Racism.
I'm just wondering if I
Racism.
noticed. I'm just curious.
But
I didn't say nothing. I'm trying to do smoke rings and I failed at it. I rolled a 6. My smoke rings suck. I'm hungover. I'm just
That's
curious.
so low.
What-
So he
what-
does just come across as
Snake,
racist.
I just want to eat rats now. That's how this works.
It's a weird hungover thought. That's why I didn't say it out loud.
Babs looks around a little nervously and says, I don't know what you heard, but I'm not serving any rats here. You understand?
I didn't say anything.
That's right. You heard nothing.
It's not the rats I'm interested in. It's what kind of purpose do the rats have that these transmission helmets are necessary? Surely you can't control the rat's movement, so any information you're going to get out of it is going to be randomly sparse, placed periodically around, unless you know specifically where these nets are burrowing, or where these rats are burrowing, rather, and where their most common food sources are. Then you could approximately plot out a plot point, but even then, any kind of weather change, any kind of change in the environment would change their patterns completely, and at this point, Mox will just kind of tail off into...
Well, he's gonna keep going like this all day if we don't look at these fucking rats. So let's hit the sewers.
He really likes
Alright.
them rats.
Fine, but I swear, if we go all the way down there just to find out that rats have just evolved a fashion sense after all this time, I'm going to be so mad at you.
Right?
Just make
What
sure
if
you
they
don't touch
have?
anything so you don't taste
Oh,
it.
what if these are
Oh,
highly
God,
evolved
that's
rats?
right. I need gloves.
What if they're part of a dance troupe?
Can we just put
Oh,
him in
hold
like
on.
one of those bags that you get goldfish in at the carnival?
Just
Right.
roll them around.
No,
Again.
Trash just like rifles around under the counter and just grabs like a bunch of like black garbage bags, just like straps them to his arms with belts.
But if they are evolved rats,
Mikas looks over. You're gonna pay for those, right?
Does it make it more
Maybe.
delicious? Again, add a character.
We'll take
just
them out of
wondering.
our we'll take them out of the rats' spoils, I guess. I don't know. I assume the rats will have money, right? And he just kind of
Just gonna
waddles
go
away.
rob the rat.
I don't know. Whatever those hats are, but better be worth something.
If they do have money, I wonder what they would spend the money on. I wonder how rat
More
society
hats.
would evolve
Rat
given
hats?
currency. Capitalism in rats doesn't seem to make sense, but maybe in the right situation they could.
Or
learn
makes
to-
the most sense.
I mean,
Oh, wait. And then he like rips one bag off and just like shoves his like one hand in the drink for a second. And just like you can just like watch it kind of drain until it's just the like hand, just the goo of his hand, and he pulls it out. All right. And he pulls the bag back on. Let's go. You won.
Down the
Roll
sewers,
me
that's what we say.
a Constitution saving throw, Dallas.
You're just gonna be hammered the
got it.
entire time we're down there.
13.
Well, Dallas is immune to poison, but he does have a weird reaction when touching like food-related items. You rolled 13.
weird reaction. you say.
13.
Hold on.
Is he immune or is he or does he get to roll an advantage?
Advantage.
I'm
I
not
thought you were-
immune.
I thought you were immune.
It's
to being
advantage.
poisoned.
Okay, go ahead and roll advantage.
I
then.
thought it was
Oh.
immune, but it's an advantage.
I was gonna say immune as a player skill would be kind of OP.
It would as like a character trait.
Yeah, but like poisons are pretty big.
Yeah. 17, so even better.
So while the alcohol doesn't seem to have any lingering effects on you, aside from like a slight lightheadedness, which you find quite pleasurable as someone who enjoys a good buzz every now and then, you do have this like lingering sour taste in the back of your mouth. The quote unquote vegetable juice that was used for this beverage was probably expired.
Yeah.
Yummy.
All right.
Well, if you get the
Okay
shape,
then,
then
that
go to
later.
the sewers.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Are you okay?
Crash like kind of burps and like a couple of bubbles like emerge from the side of his face. Yep, I'm good.
Please explain
Yeah.
to me in
Beautiful.
full detail what you are feeling at this moment.
I'm feeling fortified. Onward.
Interesting. Like, do you feel physically more fortified? Like your body has become hardened, or is this more like a mental feeling, like a feeling of satisfaction?
I'll have a feeling of satisfaction if we can get on the road. And he's like out, like he's like sticking his head out the door while the body continues to move.
Yes, that is a good idea. We'll discuss this more as we continue on to the sewers.
Yeah.
Pack up my books, except for the green one. The green one's staying out because I'm curious now.
Rubik's will excitedly jump ahead and quickly fall out the door as he supposes that time to move.
Fubada.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh,
like
boy.
9 a.m.
Like a spring comes out. Just
So y'all want to go to the sewers first?
yeah.
Okay.
You gotta understand, I've been
It's
awake
gonna
all
be-
night. That shit's boring as hell. I'm ready to go. Let's go.
Finally, we're doing something.
Well oiled and ready to go.
All right. Let's
Great
see.
point.
I don't have a. Hold on. Let me check if I have a map for. I
Sure,
probably have something.
were you counting on us going to the store first?
Maybe.
It is a great point. And I think maybe we should probably get prepped. That's the main thing for Rubik's. He needs to keep himself lubed
You know
up.
what? I know the perfect solution to this because I bet, given what time of day it is, and the fact that we shot several bullet holes, if we go back to where he originally found those rats going into the sewers, there's probably cops all over the place.
Probably.
Cops.
Oh, that is.
And
actually a good
what's
point.
that whole saying about
Because
the
they found
criminal?
the dead body that we
I
left
was gonna
there.
say, it's not like we picked the body up, and it's not like they were
Well-
particularly inclined to move it, and there were
I
a
should
lot
have
of
looted
retired
him.
cops.
God damn it.
So,
What's that?
Oh yeah,
saying?
you
Wait,
ragdolled
what?
a person like several feet through the air.
Fabian Wilcox had a direct line communicator on him, which he said that he would use to call paramedics after you had left
Right.
to help get rid of the bodies that you left behind. So
Oh,
the
right.
police were not called.
So it's
as
not
far
not
as I know.
necessarily a crime scene. We don't know though. There might
Yeah.
have still been
I was
bullet holes and shots fired. So
It's possible, yeah. But you were informed that the paramedics would be called and the bodies would get cleaned up after you left.
and what was that saying about the criminal always returns to the scene of the crime or whatever? Let's not do that.
Required by law, actually.
Is that an actual thing? What fucking idiot would go back?
Dude, that's one of those stupid things that's
Us.
ends up being
Let's
true.
go.
Dude, there was like some like killer who like was getting interviewed about the person who went missing at like he was on
Well,
camera when they're like, yeah, we found the body, and he's like, oh, I need to go sit down.
So
But that's,
Craig,
like, Satanism,
legitimately,
anyway.
who studied criminal psychology at a point, would love to legitimately answer why that is a trope that is commonly used and why it's somewhat true sometimes.
Yeah.
But I won't get into it because it's going to be long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
that's-
rat.
that's
It's
I got
random.
really excited.
We digress.
I got really excited there for a second, and then I had to reel myself back in.
Well, I'm setting up a new map, so you have 5 minutes.
Okay, go.
So, back in the Victorian era, before things like DNA and stuff like that were really prevalent,
4 minutes.
the idea behind it was that criminals could, the closer they were to the investigation, could direct the investigators to specific pieces of evidence that they wanted found, right? So it became a lot easier to set up a false scene if you were at the scene of the crime, leading kind of the investigation from the outside. As we've grown further in with DNA evidence and stuff like that, being at the scene of the crime ends up hurting you more because you're generally going to get asked about about supplying DNA just to be ruled out as a suspect, because obviously the people around the scene of a crime, you're going to sneeze and cough and DNA is going to be around there, so they want to take DNA of the people around the scene of the crime to rule you out, but you'll actually end up putting yourself further in. So nowadays it's kind of antiquated, but back in the day it was actually very common for criminals to want to be there to be able to help direct the scene.
The phrase is really just kind of like an artifact of ye olde times.
Exactly. Much like most turns of phrase we have nowadays.
Right. No, nowadays all we get is stupid words like fucking Riz. I'm gonna slap every teenager I see that says that.
So it's come to my attention that people need to ask now where the phrase "hang up the phone" came from.
Wait, what? Oh my god, yeah,
I'm gonna
totally.
stop you right there because I will off
You don't
myself
hang up
right
phones
now
anymore.
if I have to think about it.
You don't hang up phones anymore. You don't put them on anything. You just hit a button.
You hit the button.
I realized I was old when someone asked me what the save icon was for.
Oh, dude, just hearing like, oh, Xbox 360 was my first console growing up. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I just fucking feel myself desiccating.
There was a new guy at work that I was training, and I had to explain to him how to use the landline because he's never had one before.
Oh, man, remember the old rotary phones where you gotta like start from 0 and go all the way around?
The
to
fucking
9?
rotary? Oh my
Rotary,
god.
baby.
My great grandma had one of those, man. That was wild times.
My grandmother had one too.
Ray, your map is still doing the blinkies.
Yeah.
I know. That's okay. Give me a sec.
We're just gonna play in strobe mode. It's fine.
Live in the strobe.
Use your imagination, goddammit! It's D&D.
The audio's not
When
skipping,
your
which is good.
Friday night is dreaming, you live in the strobe light.
Okay,
I will
so
never not laugh at the guy running in that video.
the map is set up. If y'all are interested in headed to the sewers at this time.
There you go.
Well, go.
I mean, yes.
So in order to get to the sewer, it will take some time to travel. You're currently in the decks, which is like the center level of the station where the bowels is, the basement, the sewers. There are a couple means of travel that you can take. There are shuttles that kind of run vertically. It's like a subway system, but they go vertical and horizontal. So you can take the shuttles to the lower levels. There are also pathways that you can take if you want to go in a more scenic route. Given that you're looking for the rats, taking the pathways that would lead down to the sewers might yield better results, whereas the shuttle would probably just be a faster, more direct route.
Moxie was the one who saw these rats in the first place, so I feel like he should make the judgment call on that.
That's a good point.
What did your scientific mind tell you?
So when I saw them, it was just kind of like a thing where as I was walking back, I saw them scurry into the sewers, right? I didn't notice any particular direction or anything like that.
Correct.
Yeah.
Also, these are just like rats, not like giant space rats, right? So they were small.
They were-
They were like large-ish rats.
Like New York rats.
I have a name.
Mhm.
I have a name
Like
for a
rat-
little robot buddy, by the way.
Like roughly
his
the
name?
size of a Nerf football.
Holy shit!
That's a
What a
chunky
weird
rat.
What
specific
the
thing.
fuck?
The ROUSs,
You didn't
not
tell me
the
that.
ROUSs.
Yeah, so they're just like a New York City rat.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that's not a particularly large rat. That's like roughly
I was gonna
what?
say these are guys who didn't have rats. Like, so fancy rats can get pretty big.
Yeah. Did you never have like a class pet rat growing up as a kid?
Not
That
that
would
big.
that would have been cool.
I live in a province that that's official claim is we have no rats.
Ah, well, since you didn't know, rats can get
You get pretty
pretty
big.
big. Yeah. Pet
We
rats
have
especially.
mice. I've seen mice. They're like that big.
I've seen rats.
A
that
rat
are
is like
damn near as big as a
four
cat.
mice. It's like four
Rats
mice
can
in a
get up to,
trench
like,
coat.
rabbit size.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these are on the larger side, but they're not freakishly large.
Okay.
Right, so we can't just like follow them in the same
Right.
I mean, there has to be access for workers. Surely there's some kind of main or something around that we would be able to find. And I'll do a quick search to see if I can find any kind of like water main access to the sewers or anything like that, or a place that might look like it.
Sorry, I didn't hear the first half of what you were saying. What did you want to roll?
Oh, I'm just kind of looking to see if I can find like water main access or something like that. Some kind of large access port towards the sewers.
Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation.
12.
And go ahead and roll a d6.
Now I'm feeling so fly like a D6.
Oh my god.
5.
Ooh. While scanning the area, Aisha kind of like tingles in your eye socket a little bit, and you start to see what looks like a blue halo glowing just in your peripheral vision. All magical items within 30 feet of range light up blue in your eye.
Yeah, that's pretty handy.
So
Moxley
with
just
a-
starts walking towards that, by the way. It doesn't say anything. He's just
With a 12, you are able to pick up several pretty standard like sewer grates in the like the groove of the street. So I have you guys just walking down the street, kind of like back the way you came when you were on your way to Babs's place the prior night. So this was kind of right around the area that Amoxie would have seen the rats, and there's quite a few sewer grates just sort of lining the street here. let's do. I gotta find random tables to roll on. Oh my god.
I can also investigate small places and grates. Like I can check through them because
Oh yeah.
I can transform my body to fit into anything. I'm like a squid.
Do you want to give that a shot?
Sure.
What the fuck?
What do you need to do anything
Oh.
for your character to
Nope.
do that?
It's just an automatic ability that I always have. I can let me see here.
No, I was
Alright.
just trying to check my own spells,
Amorphous.
and
While I'm not wearing or carrying anything, I can squeeze through a space as narrow as 1 inch wide, and I have advantage on ability checks to initiate or escape grapples. I also have dark vision for 60 feet.
That's pretty useful in this scenario. Okay.
Yeah.
There are. Let's get a drawing tool here.
I also have shape self, and I also can extrude my pseudopod as a bonus action.
Gross.
Gesundheit.
Yeah, you guys very much notice that, like, I did that, like, I looked like I was searching around, and then I kind of started covering my my human looking eye, and just kind of was like very confused by what I was seeing.
Fair.
If it would just be like me, like going like the fuck.
Let me use my good eye.
What does your robot eye see, Mox?
What are these?
So you see 6, I marked them in green, 6 sewer grates light up in your vision on the street here. The blue halo that you see in your peripheral isn't picking up any magical items in the vicinity just yet. When you see a magical item, that item will glow blue. The halo in your vision is just indicating that this isn't
yeah. Yeah, it's still throwing him off because it's like the first time it's ever happened.
Okay.
So
And,
like you know
which
the
grade-
first time
oh,
you
sorry.
put on glasses and like everything's really vibrant and you're like, what the hell? Was I always this blind? And you just look around everywhere? That's kind of what I'm doing right now. It's like, did I just do a rebuild
Mock.
process?
Whoa.
So I think I can fix the screen blinky problem as long as I have Discord as my active screen, because it looks like it stopped as soon as I opened Discord back up. So every time I have to open a window to like check something, it's gonna do the blinking thing again. So I apologize.
Got it.
But as long as I have it open, it seems to be okay.
Okay.
So Crash, which one of these grates would you like to check out?
Well, I was actually just about to ask Moxless which grate he saw the rats go down.
Moxley, you recall seeing the rats kind of scuttle behind this, what is this? Looks like a little balcony underneath this hotel sign in the top left corner. Kind of behind where this truck is, there's a little sewer grate in the back here. You remember seeing a rat scurry back there before it disappeared.
Gotcha. I will not say too much, but just start kind of walking over and pointing to it, like it's this one over here, and you can tell that he's like distracted by something else right now. But yeah, I'll kind of like walk towards where it is and kind of be like pointing like this one over here, and like every time I round a new corner, it's like, is there something here? What's going on?
Are you okay? You're looking kind of weird, like weirder than usual.
A, I take offense to that. B,
Yes.
I don't think anything's wrong. Aisha seems to be running fine. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to take note of this. But anyway, it's this one over here. The you see where that sign is over there.
All right. All right, stand back, and like Crash will sort of like limber up and like shake out all the little jitters, and then you'll sort of watch him extrude out of the collar of his clothing and sort of just like extend down into the grate, and I'm gonna use my dark vision to kind of peek down the grate or peek down into that sewer area and see what's going on.
Having
Hey.
flashbacks from
Only-
Deep Space Nine over here.
Mhm.
I'm also thinking of the slime from what was that movie? Thumbelina? No, not Thumbelina. The other one.
Flubber.
with the-
A
Flubber?
bad guy? Was it
Nana,
a bad?
help me out here.
Is it a bad
What?
guy?
Tim Curry plays the sludge.
Oh,
Smog,
Ferngully.
right?
Oh, Hexus
Oh,
and
yeah,
Ferngully.
Ferngully.
I was thinking of Hexus. When
Toxic
Did it one
love.
time. Hit me
See-
twice. Ooh,
I immediately thought of Osmosis Jones.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I just think of that every time I think of Crash. So
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean he's a little osmosis around the edges. I'm not gonna lie.
Speaking of Crash, roll investigation, please.
Investigating. Oh, okay. 11. The die just like
You-
slammed in the corner of my phone and just like stopped.
What happened?
Oh, just like the computer rolled my d20 really aggressively on my screen.
Oh.
it went for
With
it.
an 11, it's pretty dark in here, but also pretty damp. There's a lot of like grit and grime sort of caking the interior of this sewage grate. You're looking about, let's see, how far do you think you stuck your head in there? Like 5-10 feet?
Yeah, maybe.
So the sewer grate appears to have sort of a downward decline because it leads to the bowels. So if you want to try investigating further, you'll have to go further down into the sewer.
Well, Crash will pull his head back up. Well, whatever we were looking for, it's long gone. Also, it is about what we expected in there. What?
Well, I mean, they're not just gonna stand there and look at you. They're gonna go in deep into the sewer to where their homes are, to where they're burrowing. Never just you can't just find rats by looking. You gotta follow their trails.
All right. Well, whatever's
fuck
in
is
there,
in
it seems to lead downward. Ugh.
Perhaps we could set up a watch to see if they're coming out and where they go, and then try and follow them from there.
That is brilliant. That is a great idea. Science is founded on observe and research. Why didn't I think of that? This is Science 101. We sit here, we wait, we watch, we follow their patterns, we figure out their patterns. That's the best way to do. Ah!
Wait, so
Fun.
you just want to stand here and puts down in his
And wait
feet
for rats.
the sludge and wait for rats.
Can Aisha hang out?
Are you suggesting I take my eye out of my head?
I mean, I don't know how it works. I wasn't sure if it was a feature. It seems very advanced. A pinnacle of scientific technology. I would expect nothing less to go inside of your body. Are you not operating with the highest I'm so sorry. I didn't realize.
My hood is just like all the way up now.
Wait,
Like,
Meek,
if
I have
you-
an
if-
idea.
If you've ever seen like a turtle when they're like super padded, they just go like all the way in their shell.
I'll put
Okay.
my hand on V's or who do you want to go by, babe?
It's V or Virel.
Virel. Okay, I'll put my hand on Virel's shoulder and be like, "Be kind. It's a sensitive subject."
Oh,
Right?
absolutely. I didn't know. My sincerest apologies. No, perhaps we could look into some cheap spyware stuff. I'm sure there's cameras we could acquire from some of the seedier parts of the city.
Hey,
Hmm.
This was
hang on,
lighting
hang
up
on.
over here.
I have an idea. Oh. Does your eye actually come out?
I like where this is going already.
How much for the eye?
Uh,
Can it be removed?
did you
and
ask that
replaced?
out loud?
Inquiring minds want
Yes.
to know.
As soon as V spoke up, Mika's something clicked in his head. I'm genuinely directly asking you.
You notice Mox go full on shock. He is sitting in a corner, not speaking to anyone the second you ask if his eye comes out.
He'll put it back. I'm not taking it away from you.
Because
No.
I don't think we should. I don't think we should push him on this.
It's a yes
I
or
think
no
you
question.
might have broke him.
Let's go with no.
If the answer is no, then say no.
I'm gonna say no for him. It doesn't sound like he's particularly comfortable. This doesn't look like enthusiastic consent, so I'm gonna go with no.
I
Maybe-
legitimately full on fetal position, just like away from the group right now. The
Could
second
we?
talking about pulling out my eye is brought up.
We're gonna need to give him a few minutes.
What if
Well-
we laid some kind of trap for a rat? How hard could it be to trap a rat in a city?
Very.
Seems easy.
Hold on, sorry. I'm trying to plug my laptop in, but my
just-
fucking wire is being stupid right now.
Hang out with a net, leave some cheese out, and you wait. Done it before. Plenty fine. Good eating them.
What would you do?
I mean, we
like,
could
make a
always ask
burger
Babs
with
if
them?
she has some shitty old cheese that we could use.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll love it if you phrase it exactly like that.
I suppose if
You
it's
might
for
actually.
rats, maybe. I don't know.
We demand only the finest of old cheeses you have.
All right. So say we did get the cheese. How would we set up this trap?
That's a good question. And Crash will just kind of like lean over on the wall where Mox is kind of withdrawing into himself. Is like, hey man, how would we catch a rat?
How would you catch a rat? How would you catch? I mean, they're not intelligent.
You
They're-
kidding me? Have you ever met a rat?
They're very bestial. 5 key
Yes.
senses. If we can find some strong enough scent that attracts them, they will come to it. They won't think. If we could find something attractive enough, it will go underneath. It doesn't have to be a complex trap.
Bow tie?
Just something simple. You see him starting to relax a little bit now that he's back into his mind thinking about something else.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
rats.
That cheese idea sounded better and better.
You get a box and a stick and a rope. It's real simple.
All right. Say less.
It's
So
actually
Mika just like starts to head back to the hotel to try to get some sweet talk, some cheese from Babs.
but it'd have to be a cheese that smells strong enough that you could smell it in the sewer.
Oh, trust me,
And
she's got some cheese that smells strong enough.
So,
As a matter of fact, Babs has a pretty hefty supply of schmilk cheese, which is the
Schmilk.
space hamster milk.
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 Schmilk,
Schmilk.
yes.
yep.
SH stands for space hamster.
Yes.
So space hamster milk cheese. It's pretty popular here on the station. There aren't that many other milk suppliers in the area, and space hamsters are pretty common as far as like trade animals go in this area. She has a variety of schmilk cheese though. There's a pretty strong blue schmilk cheese, a pretty stinky one. As a matter of fact, there's an onion schmilk cheese. It's got like little bits of caramelized onion in it. It's real good.
It's packed with protein.
Real quick, the schmamsters, are they like extra
Sure.
big or are they just normal hamsters?
They're
They
hella
are pretty
big, I heard.
If you take
think
a
it's in
look
one of
in
the
where is
Lore?
it? Lore
Is it in
channel up
lore?
at the
Okay.
top, there's a picture of a space hamster.
We got
Oh,
we
yeah,
got a
huge.
shamster.
That's a big old
And it's standing
schmamster.
next to a gnome, I believe. So it's like roughly medium to large sized, I think.
So be like my size then, or
Yeah, roughly your size.
I feel like they're about the size of like the Mars ladybugs from that episode of Futurama where like they're ranchers.
Mm.
Yeah.
You guys want to get some schmamster mounts?
Schmamsters.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Question. And I'll just say this out loud, just kind of randomly. Do you guys do this like usually, or like or do you guys like get money or anything? Because this is even weird for me.
Right.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do for good eating.
We're
Rack
eating
kebabs are
these.
delicious.
Are you not-
I'm bewildered, bewildered robot. You're eating these?
My
You never had a rack kebab? Oh, boy, you're missing out.
You know, if you had
Tell
an
you what,
Orcus, you would
I'm a
too.
robot. According yes,
Ray.
I'm missing out.
I'm kidding. I'm kind of shocked by this too.
What's up?
Both of
Am
ya.
I able to roll persuasion to see if I can just get some of the cheese, some of the stinkiest cheese that Babs has?
Sure, go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Oh my god, yes,
Let-
Austin.
I was looking for that one for a minute.
Shabao, 18.
What would you like to say to Babs when you ask for the cheese?
Listen, Babs, I know how long that schmilk has been, that schmeeze has been sitting in the back. No one orders it. It stinks to high heaven. You're not going to use it anyway. Can I please just use it so it doesn't go to waste?
And what did you say you were using it for? Yeah, I don't care. Go ahead and take it.
Thanks, Babs. You're the best.
Yeah,
Like-
get it out of here. That's sticking up the
He's-
place. You're right.
He
Then I'll
swipes
give
the
you-
schmeeze, blows some air kisses, and then like books it back out the door.
I love it.
He runs
Yeah,
like,
with an 18, Babs doesn't really care what you do with the cheese. You make a pretty good argument. It is pretty stinky. No one orders it, so go ahead and take it.
Real
All right, so
Dawn
I get back to
Citadel
the-
schmeeze.
get
It's
back to
the
the group.
schmeeze.
schmeeze. This is turning into a Rick and Morty episode, I swear to God.
Oh,
So he runs back to the group with the schmeeze, like, all right, bitches, I got this.
The
How are
fucking
we going to set this
schmeeze.
up?
Ash is just like, woo!
Well, first you gotta get the
Everybody knows
plumbus.
how to set up a trap. Yeah, the plumbus is exactly what I was thinking this
I
entire
was
time.
gonna say, does the monkey know how to set up a trap,
Aren't you a hunter or something?
Professor?
I'm not a monkey. I am a regular, bona fide human. I told you this. Goodness gracious.
Harry, oh, you're a
But
fighter.
you're clearly
For some
not.
reason I thought you were a
You are
ranger.
definitely a monkey.
Look, just because
Me too.
I've got a bit of a hairy disposition at the moment, don't mean I ain't a human.
Not a hairy disposition.
Hey.
But regardless, you're from the farmlands, right? What did you do when you had varmints, running around, running amok on your land, right? Something
Well-
you ramble on about this all the time.
Well, you see, this one time, and it goes off on this long tirade that eventually ends with him talking about baking apples, and he kind of gets lost in the sauce for a minute. Right. So we were hunting varmints, and you got a varmint hunting rifle? It's the easiest way.
I mean, we have rifles.
No. We
got these.
don't want to kill the
Both
rat.
of-
We can't be sure of what will happen to the technology it's wearing. If it dies, it could be connected to its vital signs. We need it alive.
But we
Well-
could okay. I was gonna say, don't you guys usually experiment on dead things first sometimes?
I don't care about the rat. It's the helmet.
I mean, next easiest way is just get a box. You got a box? Let's go find a box.
We go and find a box.
You
Rummaging through trash in an alley.
Imagine
there's,
we're in an
um,
alley. I imagine there's a box.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, there's like a dumpster looking situation over here. Actually, this isn't a dumpster. This looks like a homeless shelter. But it's been abandoned from what you can tell. There's like a pallet of wood next to it. I see an empty box. Yeah, there's an empty cardboard box here. And a couple of loose litter, twigs, and things of that nature. You got this sheet metal dealio here. with a box and a wooden pallet and a couple of these things, you're able to fashion together a nice trap-like mechanism. Dean, will you roll me a sleight of hand check while you're putting together this masterpiece?
Can I help give him advantage?
I don't need it.
No need
He's
it.
got a high as fuck sleight of hand. Like,
I'm done playing
he
this.
fucks up a box trap.
Listen. The monkey man over here knows how to do a thing or two, okay?
Trust the opposable thumbs.
He's got 4 of them.
Do multiple boxes. Great.
God damn it, Dallas! I just spit out my water on my pen.
Nah.
See, I know you can do it,
Horrible.
friend.
Shut up.
Right. Now, depending on the size of the rat and the size of the box, you might be in for a fun ride. I used to ride these babies for miles back in the day, but
I wouldn't worry too much about that. I think it's
It's
gonna
not
be.
just a boulder.
lost a couple of toes to it.
We're not gonna have to worry too much about that. Once the rat gets the cheese, it's not gonna look to move until it finishes eating.
Well, you don't know these rats. Well, I don't know these rats either. The rats back home now, they'd scamper off, and sometimes with you. And Betsy. I miss Betsy. Poor Betsy. We never saw her again. Anyway, if you can go get us a stick and some rope, we in the money.
Erin, the money.
Amongst the rubble in the garbage over by the abandoned shelter, you do find a stick and some rope that seem about the right size that you're looking for. With a 25, you have a pretty formidable trap here. It's very well fortified. The mechanisms work exactly as you intended them to, in fact, better than you intended them to. Whatever lands in this trap is staying in this trap.
Okay, so what I will do then is I will ask for the cheese from our good friend Mikas over here and head over to the sewer that I saw them go in and just kind of hold the cheese over the grate for just a second or two, just to get like a good waft of wind to hit it, go in, and then I'll throw it in the trap.
Now we wait.
I'm gonna smoke my pipe.
I can just
Please.
imagine all of us like standing on the overpass, like one of us is holding the rope and just waiting over it.
We killed a guy down that alleyway. Look at
You're right, buddy.
The good old
Yeah.
We killed him good. We killed him good. Mikas blasted his face right off.
Yeah,
I don't
sure
know this
did.
we thing. I didn't kill anybody.
By the way,
Nah, you kind of helped.
I suppose I haven't said it yet to the group. I will announce it at some point. But I have named our little robot friend.
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
Yeah, what's the
Like
name?
a little Lion King moment where like
So
Rubik's
he'll.
Cubes on top of the pile.
I'm glad you asked. So while we're waiting around, I'll allow him to pop out, and he'll pop up onto the shoulder. I'm like, friends, I think if it's all right with you, we call this little guy Rhombus.
Aww,
Rhombus and Rubik.
Rhombus.
Yeah,
That's
I
adorable.
love it.
keeps the shape theme going and shit. So yeah, a little Rhombus here.
For
Rhombus
half a
kinda
second, like the cutest, like oh, slips out from Mikas before he repeats it.
What was it?
Rhombus kind of does a little shuffle back and forth like a robot dance, and then jumps up and down twice to indicate that it is very happy with the name that you have given it.
Oh,
Fantastic.
Oh, Buddy's got the rhythm too. Look at that.
Anything happens to Rhombus, I swear to fucking God.
Dead next
I'm just
scene.
gonna say what we're all thinking.
I understand. As a matter of fact, Moxley, can you do an insight check for me?
Insight, absolutely.
Sorry, that was a cackle. I didn't mean
That
to.
Came through a little
That's
bit.
a 20!
No!
That's a 20! Why are you lying to me?
Hey.
That is a 20!
Oh no.
I see a 0.
It's a 2.
Brutals.
Even though my screen was clearly lying to me, and it was a
I
20.
hate when that happens. I know exactly what you're talking about.
It was a 2.
I don't know if your trap's good
Can-
enough. Maybe it doesn't need a high.
Wait, hold on. Can I? Okay. It's too late. I gotta do it beforehand. I would have Bardic inspired that potentially.
Oh, Amoxley, do you still have a point of inspiration? Was that something you got? I don't remember.
I have not gotten a point of inspiration now.
Oh, okay, never mind. With a
I could
6,
argue that we're all inspired by our new best friend.
That's
so
right.
with a 6, you thought that you had an idea about the robot, but it kind of slipped your mind a little bit.
Mm.
The robot is glowing blue, by the way.
Okay, now hold on. Thoroughly interested now. I will get up like really close to this robot and like kind of like
Hey, Sam.
you're blue.
just like even the non like sociable
Stop eating
traits that I have, I'm still like, even I know you're kind of close. How's it going?
You have entered personal space.
Yeah, I'm actually getting accustomed to what personal space is, and you're in it.
Stay out of my personal space.
Please step back
I'll
6.5 inches.
I'll kind of slowly reach out to the robot and like very passively. If it even recoils, I'm gonna pull back. But like, kind of like just very curious now. It's
Shit.
blue.
Actually, it's not. It's silver, Mox. I mean, your eye working okay?
It's magic.
Huh?
I mean, it's a tiny little robot. It's magic in all of our hearts. Yes, obviously.
No, not figuratively magic. It's literally magic.
I have to correct you. I'm so sorry. Magic here is just arcana science. So the robot.
Okay, so
is,
it's arcane science then.
It's arcane science. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, it's arcane science.
Yeah, just like me, right? Do I glow fully blue for him as well? Given that I'm
No, you're technically a person, so like not really. However,
I like that.
the
Okay, I like that.
The vocal box inside of your mechanism would be glowing blue if you could see it.
Okay.
When I was looking for the rats earlier, something happened with Aisha, and ever since then, there's been this blue halo in my eye. And consulting with Aisha, she said something about arcane science and it being able to detect arcane science. And I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really paying attention. I was focusing on other things at the time. And you'll just see like a little jolt come into my like just like if you've ever reached out for a car door and you get that little like shock, like you'll notice that in the side of my eye.
Ooh.
Did you just get
How about-
aroused? Yeah.
No, I think Aisha got mad.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
They were talking about ripping out my eye, but
okay.
Apparently, I'm attuned to arcane sciences right now. I can see them in a different light, and our little companion here seems to be arcane in some nature.
Do you think we should do this now, or maybe wait till after we deal with our current situation? Or do we happen to have the time?
Oh, the rats! The rats!
Exactly.
You gotta focus on the rats.
Is he okay?
Fox, have you ever considered that you might benefit from a project manager?
Rose.
I will take that criticism into consideration. The rats.
How's the trap looking?
Yeah. Do we notice anything with the trap? Any movement?
Everyone roll perception.
Gotta be real quiet. Nope.
Perception 12.
16.
Utterly
Nine.
fascinated by what the weird science thing and robots are saying, because
I
half
tend
these
to
words you
keep,
don't understand.
I tend
I
to
have
keep an
I have
eye.
the attention span. I have the attention span of an unmodified rodent, so I'm.
I'm focused, but I'm still very curious about the arcane science
God,
thing.
I rolled
Now,
low,
wanna take it
Dean, I'm trying to pay attention.
I want
It is very arcane.
to take it apart, see what makes it tick.
I tend to keep an eye
Um,
on
Oh,
Moxley.
dissect it?
Rex, you think you hear some kind of squeaking coming from the grate where the trap was set up in the corner.
Alright.
As soon as you alert everyone to it, Moxley, you see a slight glowing blue coming from the grate. It seems like it's kind of far away, but it's getting a little bit brighter.
Wait. More arcane science. It seems to be coming closer.
I had
Maybe,
that
maybe
the hippo ear moment where my ears like kind of like
towards the
twitch.
grate. It looks like it's in the sewer, but its distance is hard to tell.
Oh, shit. Oops.
I think Aisha's still kind of mad at me about ignoring her, so she's not helping much.
You probably shouldn't do that.
You should give her a compliment. Tell her her jokes make you laugh and you appreciate them.
But I don't, and they don't.
Don't.
Or say something more
Don't do
believable.
that.
Yeah. Also,
your
it might
own
help to laugh at her
well-being.
jokes now and then.
I think you might want to do that anyway.
After a moment, the blue glowing light in your eye has gotten much brighter as you all see the small head of a rat just peeking out of the grate, sniffing. Its little whiskers are twitching. It has this little, like, helmet type device strapped to its head with a little red blinking light on it. It kind of looks like a little miniature satellite dish affixated to the top of the helmet. The rat is sniffing around, but it is alerted to your presence, so it's very cautious about coming out for the kids.
Everyone be very, very quiet.
Everyone
Just gotta
shut the
hold
hell up.
very still.
Everyone roll stealth, quick.
Can I do one better and cast animal friendship on it?
Oh my goodness.
That. Let me look that up real quick. Just
I
in
rolled a
case.
nat 20. I am
Nice.
a
You
shadow.
actually do have
Just weird.
that.
I did pretty good too.
I rolled a 24.
Crash just like dives down and like pulls Mikas down with him.
I just hide Virel in my mouth.
I was gonna say I'm just hiding somewhere behind fucking Sid.
Ooh, by the way, also,
Aren't you super tall?
and also very stealthy apparently.
I just
Bunny's
imagine like
behind him.
I'm
an
just as big as you
Amazonian
are.
figure hiding behind
Yeah.
a gigantic hippo, and somehow no one sees either of them.
He
Maybe I'm
learned it
just
by watching me.
I'm good at being stealthy when I'm hungover. I don't know. Don't talk to me. I'm I haven't had my coffee yet.
You just lay down.
You just look like a pile of trash.
Yeah, it's like we throw a blanket over him, and it
you're
just looks like some
just
random
low
thing.
enough to blend in. Just lay down.
I assume the rat's intelligence is less than 4, yeah?
I gotta double check.
Okay.
Sorry, my internet's
They have
being a
the
little-
helmet on.
Oh, it's the helmet of intelligence.
The helmet of DirecTV.
Maybe I can get rid of the helmet. Eldritch Blast!
Plan B.
Fucking blasts
So-
off like Team Rocket.
If you were to cast animal friendship, it would not work on this rat. You kind of get the feeling that the helmet that is strapped to the rat's head may be giving it a slight boost of intelligence
Okay.
to, do the bidding of whatever is controlling the helmet.
Like there's already a control happening, and so his control can't outweigh the other.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Gotcha.
He's doing
Anyway,
rat
that's what we
minion
saw
stuff.
already.
Even more fascinated by it now, by the way. You think that made me less interested? It didn't. It made me more.
Try to hack it.
Oh, let me check everyone's stealth.
Not stealthy, by the way. I was trying to
Not
be
stealthy.
I was trying to be a friend with it. I wanted to be a
Dean, you're
friend.
kind of sticking out a little bit.
A little bit. He's the one
How
standing
the
there
hell
holding the rope,
is
so
this
yeah.
fucking hippo just invisible?
Yep.
Yep.
Right.
When I'm
Oh, yeah,
hungover,
let me
dude, I don't talk to me. Right?
Like I said, we literally just fell into the ground and we look like
V
trash.
has like painted their entire body to blend in with the background. It's just like 2 eyes against a wall.
It's called art.
Given the collective stealth check that y'all have, as a group, you're pretty stealthy. The rat also rolled very poorly. It's really entranced by the smell of this cheese. Or
Excellent.
schmeeze, I'm sorry. So the rat does inch closer to the schmeeze, and inevitably
fun to
the
say.
trap does fall onto the rat. The rat's now freaking out. It is squeaking, squealing. The cheese is getting all over the rat. It's a whole mess inside there. But the box was made so well, it's not going anywhere. It's kind of rocking back and forth a little bit, but the rat's not getting out of there.
I kind of want to name this rat Jackie for some reason. I'm not sure why.
You know,
Second
like it would
pet.
be
Okay,
fitting.
let's go. So
He looks like
can
he
we
looks kind of like a
fashion-
Jackie.
Can we fashion a tiny harness to put on our little rat friend?
No.
That depends. If
He
you
looks a
can
little bitey
get a hold
at
of the
this
rat.
point in time.
Guys, it's a subject. It's important. We need to know what's going on here.
We have to
Why?
strap it to a table first and experiment on it, and then we can pet.
Fuck one rat.
We're
We
not-
need to know where they're all coming from. Is there any way for us to track this thing?
Well, what I'm thinking is whatever is on its head is emitting some kind of a signal, and it's also arcane science. Maybe we can reverse track it, use whatever signal it's casting to cast back to the rest of them?
Just like look at the search history of where it's gone.
In layman's terms, I suppose.
Think we can control it too?
Doubtful. It doesn't seem like a mind control thing. If anything, it seems like it's actually improving the rat's general mental facilities.
Can we overclock it?
I don't think we want to.
That would
We might end up frying the
defeat-
hardware.
that
If it could
defeat
talk.
the purpose. I don't think the goal here is to kill the rat yet. I think we need it alive to recognize how it interacts with the helmet in order for us to recognize how the helmet then interacts with the other helmets.
Well, if we overclock it, we could just put it in an ice bath. I've read this before. But
We could be assuming that, like, the other thing we have to assume is that the helmet hasn't already activated. For all we know, it could be sending an emergency distress signal to the rest of its hive right now.
Whoop whoop.
You would imagine some kind of change in the way the helmets was reacting after. It doesn't
I don't know if
seem
I
like
was
that's
gonna
the case.
if I was gonna put a self-destruct sabotage in there, I probably wouldn't want to put a loud countdown on the device.
Self-destruct.
Is there any
No.
way
3.
to remove the device from the rat without killing it?
We just have a lot from under the box.
Yeah. I swear it wasn't me.
Well, one way or another, we're gonna have to get at the rat without the rat escaping.
Who's got highest animal handling?
I'm okay at it, and if we could get the thing off of it, I can animal friendship it, but
I'm very medium.
I can
my
intimidate
animal
it.
my animal handling is mediocre, but my sleight of hand is fucking off the chain.
Yeah, I've got a +3 animal handling.
you
Nice.
outrank me by 1.
That's pretty good.
+4
Yeah.
over here.
For our level right now, yeah.
Rubik's is +4. I think I might.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
He's got that point.
Play that funky little rat some music.
Right.
Speaking of
Rubik's
Play
which,
that
I could-
funky
Rubik's
music,
is gonna
rat
be the
boy.
hero
Speaking
of
of
this
which-
campaign. All of the pets.
we will
Hold on.
do a little. What is that? Name that song.
All right.
What
Hold
is
on.
it you're trying to do, Rubik's?
So, we're playing a little George Michael as we go up, a little Careless Whisper. Exactly. As we
Alright,
try
well-
to soothe our rat friend. I'll if I could use
Is
it,
this
I'll
song
use
soothing?
It's soothing, yeah. Well, never gonna.
Roll me a performance check.
Thank you.
Wait, don't you have that item that
I
lets
like
you
that we
enhance
skipped over
your
animal
surrounding?
handling, went to performance.
Yes, 21.
Wow,
Go.
21.
We're killing it.
With a 21, you notice the rat is kind of starting to squirm in a way that it wasn't squirming before. Before it was freaking out like it was trying to escape the crate that it was trapped in. Now it looks like it's trying to escape the helmet.
Mox is very curious in studying the helmet, so with reckless abandon, because I don't feel like I'm the kind of person who thinks, what if this rat bites me? I'm going to reach in very carefully and try to take the helmet off. Like, try to help it with the helmet.
Oh no. This is how you lose a finger.
Oh god, what should I have you roll? Sleight of hand?
Yep, I'm great at
What's
that.
the sleight of hand?
18, baby. I am focused on this helmet.
Nice.
Wow.
Well, let's
That's a
see what the rat
minus
rolls.
1. That's a minus 1, 18.
Not bad.
All right, you're able to get your hands on the helmet without the rat fighting you too much. The helmet is strapped around the rat's head with a couple of little, like, small buckles. You'll need to do a check for each buckle because the rat is still squirming. Do you want to try animal handling or sleight of hand?
Animal handling, probably.
Okay, let's do
Can,
a roll off here.
Can
Okay.
I give an advantage at all? Can I like slip some slimy appendages in to try to like help bind the rat?
What exactly are you trying to do?
Yeah, what? Explain
trying to-
exactly how this is gonna work.
I'm
It
trying to
sounds
put
like
my
Trying to tentacle porn this poor little rat.
Yeah, that's
No,
what I
no.
heard.
I think he's
why?
trying to, like, I think the idea would be like he holds down the body so that it's not squirming as much, so that I'd be able
Yeah.
to undo the buckles better.
Like when you're
Crash
holding pieces
uses
from behind
bind.
to like
So, Crash, you're gonna have to roll animal handling to see if you're able to give him advantage. If you fail, the rat might retaliate. Just so you know,
Could I make it sleight of hand?
you can do sleight of hand.
Yes. 21.
In the background
Alright.
while this is all going down.
Nice.
With a 21, the rat is still squirming a little bit, but underneath your tender, squishy grip, it appears the rat does not seem terribly disturbed by your hand touching it. It is still kind of like flicking its head back and forth. It's making really sad, squeaky sounds. Like something's going on with the helmet that seems to be disturbing the rat. Rubik's, are you still playing music?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So, Moxley, go ahead and roll your. You were doing animal handling.
Yeah, advantage.
You get advantage, yes.
Would I
think
be
they're
able to?
21.
Wonderful.
We are killing this.
I rolled a
13.
19 and an 18. I
Bring it into
want this
attention.
helmet.
You'll lose it.
I want this helmet.
And with a 21, you're able to get the first buckle undone. Go ahead and
Okay.
roll again, either animal handling or sleight of hand with advantage.
Hey Rubix, try switching the music station.
Less good on that one, a 9.
With a
Fine.
9,
Okay.
I'm afraid our little rat friend rolled a 12. Your hand does slip and you're not able to get the second buckle off. The rat is able to get out of your grip and start squealing its little head off.
Oh
But with the
god, it's
one
making
buckle
noise.
undone, would I be able to, like, slide the helmet off, maybe? I'm thinking, like, the one buckle on the side is still on, but there should be some way now to maybe maneuver this thing off?
Ray mentioned 4 buckles, but
There were 2, so
I-
we're gonna have to go with a forceful maneuver here. Roll a dexterity or strength check, whichever you think.
They
would
are
help.
both the same. That's a 1. Not
Ooh.
nat. Not nat. Dirty
Oh
one.
goodness. Well, I'm afraid with a 1, the rat seems pretty irritated. The helmet is still stuck to its head, and it is squealing its head off right now. It is bouncing around this cage. It is trying to fight its way out. And as the squealing gets louder, you start to hear little chittering coming from the sewers behind you.
The
chittering
drums
is-
of war
guys.
have sounded.
The chittering is
Mox, you-
getting louder and louder as the squeals continue. The rats are coming.
Please.
Can I try to get a
stop.
grip on this rat again?
We have tried several times now. If you want to try one last hurrah, the rats are already on their way. But go ahead and roll either strength or dexterity.
Can I assist as I am the rat wrangler from past exploits?
Roll to see if you give advantage, either strength or dexterity.
Not a problem. Easy peasy.
Fuck.
Okay, you can have advantage on your roll, Crash.
All right. Come on, dex check. 12.
I'm
roll
afraid
again.
I rolled a 14.
Mm.
Oh my
You
God,
are
it's
not
freaking-
able to grab this rat. It is freaking the fuck out.
Ah.
It is squirming inside this box. It is still inside the box, however, but the sound of the rats chittering are getting louder and louder
Take the box.
as they
Take
start
the whole
to
box.
swarm around you. They are
The box
coming
is
out of
around-
all of the vents in the surrounding area.
I
The
don't think
rats
we
have
should
arrived.
take
Hold
the
on.
box. At this point, I
Um,
think we should give them the box.
Can I? Have they come out of the sewer yet?
They have come out of the sewer. They have surrounded you. I don't have the tokens up yet. Sorry.
Okay, great.
Well, Mox, you wanted rats. You got
You
rats.
wanted rats.
We need
I mean,
battle
this-
music. Hold on.
You
There's
want
a-
rats? This is how you
Oh,
get
shit,
rats.
you haven't rolled for advantage yet. I was gonna say, can I, can I roll intimidation to keep them at bay?
um.
I don't know how many rats there are.
So there's kind of a lot of rats. You can go ahead and try. I don't think it's going to do anything though. Go ahead and try. I don't know how. So, wow, a 23. So with a 23, you kind of like make yourself really big, like you would to a bear, and sort of like hiss and spit at the rats and try to like wave your hand around them. They kind of avoid you and just sort of like continue to surround the group, but like more so on the other side where you're not standing. So they're kind of avoiding you, but they're still surrounding the group.
Okay,
So
well,
you
you
have
guys
a
are
little-
fucked. Bye.
You have a little bit of distance between you and the rats. I need some battle music. What do you guys want to listen to for battle music?
Pokemon battle theme.
Uh,
That's like all I can get for this.
Okay, wait.
Cynthia's champion theme. This feels like a Cynthia's champion theme music moment.
I need the extended version. Hold on.
You can loop it.
That's true.
There you go.
Battle
10
champion.
hours. 10 hours. There was a one.
Oh, there was a 10-hour one? Hold on.
Oh, we're gonna go that long in this fucking fight?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. The
And a
Megalodon
lot
fight.
of rats.
How's the volume
this
on
is-
that?
This
Good.
is absolutely the right music for this.
This is perfect. All right, cool.
It's my
I don't
theme.
I don't have the tokens up yet, but go ahead and roll initiative. This music is perfect.
Right. I was like, Pokemon.
Did y'all not like my jams? Well, it's time to die.
I guess all soundtracks being played are coming out of Rubik's then.
God, I had the worst
Yeah.
initiative. Fuck.
I took
Whoa.
away. By the way, I took away. Little Rhombus. Rhombus is inside,
You and me, big guy.
well protected.
Oh, kind of like how Bender has his little like chest cavity that he sticks things
Precisely,
in.
yes.
You're able to stick Rhombus in your little chest cavity as well.
Yeah, it's not like the full thing. It's not like a huge space like Bender has, like a full
Yeah.
nothing in the center. But yeah, absolutely. I could kind of store him in a compartment.
Perfect. All right, sorry, I need just a moment. I didn't have the rats ready. I didn't know you guys were gonna do this right away.
I thought they liked my jams.
I know.
And I know V wanted me to mix up their music, but before I was able to even address it, a bunch of shit happened and we were into it.
Yeah, we couldn't get to it.
What were you gonna switch the music to, or want me to switch the music to? I'm just curious.
So, I need to
That was
figure out if
directed
the
towards
swarm
Vanna.
of rats is a single entity or not.
I guess we'll never know.
I got them.
It's an encounter thing. Hang on one sec.
I was thinking we could have also done Rats by Ghost, but
A dead mouse.
they're rats. Oh, whoa.
Or that Ordinary Rat song. What the fuck is that called? Ordinary Rats.
Okay, so the swarm moves as like a single entity. So we're gonna go with a single token. Oh, whoops. I didn't
Rat.
do that. So the rat that you have in your custody is this little. I'll zoom in a little bit.
Look at that.
Ratley.
Little Ratley is behind a Moxley. Mikas, you're kind of off. Oops, I'm still doing my. There we go. So the swarm of rats has kind of like moved into position over here because they were kind of afraid of Mikas. So we'll say they're actually kind of more like right here. I don't know if let me see if I should make them. Oh, they're medium. It's a medium swarm of tiny beasts, but they move as a single entity. As far as initiative goes.
Anybody who plays Diamond Pro, who played Diamond Pro Platinum, knows this song gave you nightmares.
Yeah.
Cynthia is by far the hardest fucking fight in any of the Pokemon games. It's ridiculous.
I have a figurine of her. That and we share a namesake.
Although the piano theme, like her prelude theme to this, is like one of my favorite pieces of Pokemon music ever.
What are you doing? Are you trying to crawl into my hoodie?
Allow me entry.
She's just like, you're not paying me enough attention.
What's going on?
My cat is being moody. So I'm bothering her now.
Sorry, I can't really hear you.
You're really muffled.
Because she was laying on my fucking microphone.
Oh, the zero?
Yeah.
Got catted.
Alright.
Alright, hang on one sec. Still getting used to this. 2. Cool. Alright, Mikas, you are at the top of the initiative.
Really?
What? Mikas rolled a 3.
I was like,
Mikas rolled a Wait, I thought you rolled a 23.
That was his intimidation.
Oh, my bad. I totally missed that. Shit. Can I fix that?
Yeah, if you just click over it and you write the new one, it'll readjust where he is in Avray or in the D&D encounter thing.
Okay, cool. Okay, so Rex, you are top of the initiative. And next up will be Crash.
That's tough. I don't really have anything for swarms of little enemies.
Newbie here. Does that behave differently?
Yeah.
So they move as a single entity. So think of it as one enemy that you're fighting. That's what my stat block is. So.
I guess I wouldn't be in striking range of that yet. I'll move in front of Crash,
Oh, thank fuck.
and then would I be able to strike?
Yes.
All right. I have a big old halberd. I'm gonna swing this thing more like a spatula in hopes that I can scoop more of them up at once. Because there's a halberd.
Shovel 'em.
Big old, yeah. It just with a blunt force spatula. Dong. Does a 10 hit the swarm?
With a 10, you
Imagine-
kind of swipe through them. They sort of move around your attack, like creating space within the swarm to sort of dodge the attack.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I guess that's all that really happens on my turn. I mean, we're like low the fuck levels, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I got.
All right, next up is Crash.
All right. I am going to scoot back behind Virel. And I'm
You want
gonna
to be
cut
directly
loose with
behind
some.
them or like to the side?
Would being directly behind them interfere with me shooting at the rat swarm at all?
No, I think they technically have a single cover. Mana, do you know how cover works? We haven't really encountered this before.
You would determine whether or not this thing technically has cover. I wouldn't say that it has any cover because it's not behind anything. Because Sidolphus isn't occupying the full force of the 5 feet because he's obviously not 5 foot wide. So I would say there isn't any cover applied here. But if there was like a box like to the right of Sidolphus, I would say that they would then have at least half cover from Dallas's character.
Okay.
Creatures can provide half cover if you want to rule, and especially because Sidolphus is big.
Large.
I was
yeah.
thinking because he was big, but yeah, he doesn't cover 5 feet wide.
No, he's not. If he was in between them, definitely. But since he's off to the side,
tall and pretty wide, but yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
5 feet. Maybe like
I
three
think
and a
this is-
half.
Yeah, this is plenty of space. You'll be able to
Yeah.
hit him.
Just don't get in that one.
Yeah.
it's basically if you can draw a straight line from any corner of their square to any corner of the enemy's square without going through other people, then you're good.
All right. And boop. So laser pistol 10, and there's no advantage on anything, so
You actually do have advantage because one of your allies is within 5 feet of your enemy.
So he doesn't have
hot damn.
advantage. He gets to roll his
you get-
his
oh.
right. Remember,
oh,
That's right. Sorry, I forgot. It's not advantage. It's
but you do
addition
get to
to
roll
your-
your sneak attack.
yeah.
all right. Well, we can just say that second roll was me trying to hit with my second laser pistol, and I whiffed both times.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm not doing great with old Crash yet. A 10 and a 3.
Yes. With a 10 and a 3.
Or a 10 and a 6.
By the way, I do need you to roll a dex savings throw for each round that you fired.
Alrighty. I'm pretty good. I got a 22 and a 17.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. With each shot that was fired, the laser bolts just kind of bounce off the ground. The rats are kind of squirming around on the ground in front of Rex. It's a little
Yeah.
difficult to pinpoint one exactly, and they seem to be anticipating your attacks somehow. Next up in the initiative is the rat that is currently trapped in the box behind a Moxley. It is going to make an attempt to escape. I'm going to roll. What am I going to roll? I'm going to roll a dexterity to try and escape the box. I rolled a 16, and with a 16, I would say the box was pretty fortified. You rolled a 25 on the box, so with a 16, the rat is not able to escape. It's kind of like chewing at the interior of the box, kind of trying to chip away at it a little bit to kind of make a hole bigger if possible, but it doesn't seem to be making much headway. Next up, Rubik's the Rapping Robot, and a Moxley is on deck.
Okay. Question.
Yes.
We're treating this group of rats. Are we treating it as one entity for like everything? Because I have a interesting enchantment I could potentially use here.
The swarm of rats is being treated as a single entity. Yes.
Okay. So
But the rat in the box behind you is its own thing,
right.
if that makes sense.
So Rubik's, you know how he is. Step to the king, you better not miss. And so, as happened in the last fight, oddly enough, where I think Sidolphus was our front line, I will scurry my little robot ass up right next to him. I suppose between, maybe even at like the space diagonal back or whatever to create a little buffer or whatever. But
Yeah, this one right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will actually, as we still have the turntables out, and instead, we were trying to play like a little soothing out melody, but now we hit maybe with something like halfway crooks or something like that, and we're talking shit to the rats, and we're gonna hit him with dissonant whispers.
Oh, that's a good one.
Whisper discordant melody that only one creature of choice in range can hear, racking it with terrible pain. It must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage. It must immediately use this reaction, if available, to move as far away as its speed allows from you as possible.
Straight up hack the rats.
Yeah,
What
talking
kind of-
shit.
What kind of condition is this? Is this like charmed or frightened?
It is just a wisdom savings throw, it says. It's a verbal component. Does it need anything specifically for it? It's literally, I think, just talking shit, and you do mental damage.
First level enchantment.
Yeah.
And what was the name of the spell?
Dissonant Whispers.
Dissonant Whispers.
I got you.
Which
Yeah, thank you. I could have posted it.
has anybody ever made a song called Dissonant Whispers? And if not, why not?
It's just everything slightly off key.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about you dirty ass rat. You better step back. Cause my bell Sid right here. Gonna put you in fear.
Whatever.
That was off the top of the
Wait till you
dome,
see
baby.
my is like the whisper song.
Mm-hmm.
You said the DC.
whisper in your ear.
Yeah, that one.
So I rolled a 16.
Shit. Save is 13.
So so does that mean I take half damage?
Let's see. On a successful save, half damage. So 3d6.
Half as much damage and doesn't move away. A deafened creature automatically succeeds on the save. Okay, so in that case, I take half of whatever damage you roll.
So 3d6.
I'll send this message to you.
Oh.
So I suppose 5 on the rounded up. Half a 9 for 5. 5. Oh shit, he's battling back.
Hold on 1 second. Mana, I'm gonna borrow you for a second.
Yeah.
No, whisked away.
Music
No!
Sit there, Steve!
Forever.
Hold on. Panic. Oh, I got
The darkness.
I'll play my own.
Panic.
Hello, darkness, my
Okay.
old friend.
Hold on,
Okay.
I gotta play the prelude to get this set up.
Caravan, oddly enough, popped up. Good old Whiplash. You all haven't seen Whiplash. What a movie. Our boy JK.
That's an old one.
Oh, that like long ending drum solo was wild.
He's such an asshole. Such a perfect asshole for that movie. It's great.
JK.
What about Perfect
plays
Assholes?
the best
Yeah.
asshole of all time.
We were talking about this earlier. About how, what, Steve-O?
You're fired. We need pictures. You're rehired.
Always comes back to assholes. I'm not sure why.
It's like I could just shoot the rats, or I could mentally fuck with them by talking shit. And that's what I felt like would be the appropriate
I will talk
move.
shit to them. They'll get
Damn
hit
it!
by
Why did it have to roll so garbage? That 3d6 is trash. You see that? It's actually it's average.
I was gonna say it's bang on
Perfectly
average.
Yeah.
Where's the level, dude? We suck.
I know, right?
I know. I have done nothing successfully this entire, like, all combat so far. I have just been like, pew, pew. I've been a stormtrooper. I've been a Star Wars stormtrooper this whole time.
I was hoping a 10 would be enough to, like, hit some of it, you know, because they're
It's
just
rats!
Yeah, they're not super crazy, but this thing is more difficult, I guess, because they're all linked together.
Mm-hmm.
With their little hats, yeah.
Rats and hats.
We gotta
Shit.
respect the rat swarm here.
No.
There we go.
No respect.
As soon as you disrespect some, that's when you get burned.
Ugh.
There we go. That's his plan.
Oh my god.
Come on, motherfuckers, come on, motherfuckers, come on.
Oh my
motherfuckers,
god.
come on.
Thomas the Dank Engine.
Yes.
It's important to
Thomas
know.
the Dank Engine, shut up.
This is from back in like the OG heyday where people discovered that like you could put the Kirby theme to fucking Snoop Dogg and the shit matched up.
It matched it.
Oh god. That just reminds me of what's like Lazy Town and Lil Jon.
Yeah, exact
So
same shit.
good.
Now break it down, bitch. Let me see you break it down. Like,
It's too good, dude. Why
I
is it so good?
unironically love it so much.
Stupid good.
Cooking by
I
the
want them to
book.
play. No, I want them to play that at my wedding.
I just pulled it up too.
Alright, yeah. Cooking by the book. Alright, hold on. There we go.
Cook it by the book.
Okay, sorry about that. Had to do a quick check-in to make sure I was doing this right.
Just remember when you jump channels, you have to re-put up the stream.
I have to do what?
The
You
stream.
have to restart your stream.
Oh, I do. Thank you. Da-da-da-da. Share your screen.
We were just doing acapella versions of "Cooking by the Book" by Lil Jon.
Beautiful. Now we're back in the Pokemon battle.
So we're gonna make a break cake.
What a transition.
If you're feeling hazy, what?
Oh,
Now break it down, bitch. Want to see you bend it over? What's...
Fucking off, bitch.
Rubik's attacks with a blast of sonic wave that doesn't cause the rats to run away, but it does cause them to squirm you notice the helmets on the rats start like blinking rapidly as if they're being affected by this noise. And how much damage did you say you did?
That would be 5. It's 9 cut in half, rounded up. So yeah, 5.
Okay, so I'll take 5 points of was it psionic damage?
Yeah, psychic. I think it says psychic.
Psychic.
Specifically.
And we all know rats are poison type, and psychic damage is super effective against
Mhm.
them. So you gotta double that.
I mean, which rat you talking
Actually-
about? I mean, we're Renicate
actually-
here. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I can hear you pushing
and
glasses up as you
Eradicate are
say
both-
that.
Are both normal
actually.
types, which means they will be weak to fighting type.
Uh-huh.
Which would be me. No,
These are fighting words, though.
These are
And Rubik,
They're fighting type words.
I mean,
What was that, Ray?
are the Nidos rats? I think the Nidos.
Hold
are
on. Oh, sorry, what was that, Ray?
I want to know if Rubik's would like to do anything else on his turn. On their turn. Sorry.
Absolutely. So, as we're continuing the beat, and we're doing a little talking shit, I will utilize a bonus action to do Bardic Inspiration. And I believe we have two number 9s, right? As far as the order is concerned.
think Ray said
We
I
have
was on deck.
a Moxley, Virel, and Dean are up next.
I'll call up my I don't know. I'll see who rolls up, I suppose, and give them a little Bardic Inspiration, with a little scratch on the decks.
Little
Remember
intro
Eric?
music.
Yeah, here's my folks right here, rolled up. You ain't got shit.
We the best ever music.
With the best ever.
Time is up. My time is now.
So whoever decides to roll up, they'll get a Bardic Inspiration. I suppose I have to decide that, or we have to decide that beforehand, right?
That one.
Yeah,
you
you do.
have to pick a target.
Okay. I will go with V then. I feel like always feisty, ready to jump in, help out their folks, especially with Sidolphus here. Absolutely. We'll get the Bardic Inspiration there.
And Bardic Inspiration gives you advantage on your next roll, any attack or skill check, right?
You get a 1d6 inspiration die.
Oh,
added,
that's right.
Added
You
to
add it
any
to your...
check.
But you
attack,
have to choose to
saving.
roll it before you know the result. So I would have to not know that I was going to be okay to hit it, and then choose to roll an additional.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you roll and then decide before you get the
Yeah.
answer or whatever.
Right.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
That would be the end of my turn.
Alrighty. Moxie, you're up.
Hey Ray, what's my favorite thing to do to enemies?
Fireball.
No, I
Miss 'em.
spit on them.
Talk to plants. No, oh wait, yeah, the spitting thing.
Move me down 10 feet so I'm not kind of impeded by them, and I'm gonna spit at these rats and use acid spray.
Acid spray. Alright. Do I need to do anything?
Yeah, it's a con saving throw DC 14.
DC 14. Alright. I rolled a 16.
These chonky ass rats.
They are some
Oh.
chunky rats.
Stop.
They live in the sewers, so they're pretty accustomed to toxic
Stop.
waste.
Fuck.
Toxic motherfuckers.
I was like, okay, the rats, they're certainly gonna have decent decks, but they're not gonna have that
Oh.
much con, right? Like, let's spit some poison at them.
They eat garbage for a living. Kind of like me.
Do I take half damage?
You take no damage.
No damage. Alright. Anything
That
else
is-
on your turn?
I cry in a corner.
Oh.
Let's see. I don't think I have any bonus actions or anything on this character.
Probably not yet.
I don't think I could do anything. No, I'm done.
Alright, V, you're up.
Okay.
And V is on deck.
Virel is going to. I would like to make an attempt to grab at the rat that we have in the box.
Okay.
What would you like me to roll for that?
Are you
Acrobatic?
are you grabbing the box or are you taking the rat out of the box?
I want to try and take the rat out of the box.
All right, go ahead and roll strength or dexterity.
Okay. I guess I do have. So one question I do have: could we say move the box to use it to trap this current swarm?
No.
No. Okay, that just changed things a bit then.
The box is currently occupied by a single rat, and I want to say it's only big enough for a single rat in this case.
Oh, so it is. I thought there was people in the box at one point. Okay, I got confused. Okay, then I will instead Naruto run around Moxie to the swarm.
Are you running to the swarm directly?
So I want to kind of Naruto run around a little bit, so that way I can gain flank with Sidolphus.
Oh,
So I
okay,
got
so you want to
5,
run
10,
over here.
15, 20, or 20, 25. Yeah, because I've got 40 feet of movement, so I've got enough to like make
Yeah.
a pretty big circle around.
Do you want to be next to me or
No, I want to be across from you so that we
across?
both get advantage.
Okay.
I'm gonna start kicking the pile of rats.
Okay.
Nice.
Stomping on them.
No, we're not stomping them. We're punting. Try to make the swarm slightly smaller. So the first unarmed attack with advantage. So that was a 10, but with advantage, it is a first. It's gonna be a 24.
And unarmed is Lydia.
So you get advantage just because I'm across from you?
Yep, because
That's awesome.
because that's how
That's
flanking
flanking.
works.
Mm-hmm.
For my second attack, because I'm a monk, I rolled a 25. I'm going to use a bonus action for unarmed strike. So third attack.
Do you only get advantage on your first attack?
You only. Oh,
Or no, you
yeah.
get advantage for all of them, right?
Yeah, I get advantage for all of them because I'm constantly flanking with him.
Okay.
So yeah, so my attacks were like 23, 25, and 24. So the 3 of them will hit, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just do damage. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. So that was 6, 8, and 5. 15. So it's a total of 19 points of damage, but that's all halved.
Um,
I'm just sort of like punting one rat at a time out of the swarm.
yeah, so I have a quick question for you as a DM, which I am going to DM you about.
Sure.
I'm glad my diss track was truly inspiring. That's not how that's supposed to work. Rubik's is confused.
Just keep those beats pumping. Don't think about it.
No thoughts, just vibes.
Honestly, it's gotten me this far in life.
Sorry, there's a lot of hidden mechanics going on in this fight that I wasn't aware of previously because I wasn't prepared for this fight. So we're doing research as we go.
No worries.
All good.
We're learning.
I'm learning that as a DM, I can never be too prepared for
Nope.
anything.
You will
Thankfully,
prepare
I have-
15 different things, and then the players will choose the 16th thing, and you just have to roll with it.
I did have the rat encounter prepared. I just hadn't done any research on how to run the encounter prior to us starting tonight's session.
Are they
My
rapping
God.
at the raps? Oh, fuck.
It's a rat rap.
The rat rap.
Rat.
Not a rat race, a rat rap.
Okay, cool. So what was your total damage?
It was 19, so half of 19.
Half of 19 is 9? No,
Yeah, because you would
Yeah.
round down.
I thought you rounded up.
No, you round down.
Oh, I rounded
I
up
mean,
on
you
reflex.
can choose to round up if you're feeling generous, but historically you round down.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll round down this time. So we're doing 9?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
Let's see here. That was my move and my bonus and my main. Let's see here. I don't think I have anything else particularly spicy that I can do. So nope.
Alrighty, Dean, you are up. Mikas is on deck.
All right. Dean's gonna try and do a cool kickflip off the wall because there's a bunch of people kind of in the way from where he wants to shoot, and there's also a pile of sludge, about 20 feet across here. So he's gonna do a kickflip off the wall and try and glide across to the other side of the sewer here.
Parkour.
Are you
Parkour.
doing is this like a special thing you have because you have your glider wings on your Hadozi character?
If I fall at least 10 feet, so I picture him trying to do like a wall run. So I'm like,
Okay.
hopefully roll acrobatics and get something decent here. And
Yeah,
okay, there we go. There we go.
Let's go acrobatics to see if you can make it up the wall.
Perfect.
24, perfect. So with a 24, you're able to parkour your way up and around.
He's actually gonna go across down to the other side, straight down from him.
I see. So you're kind of like rebounding off the wall and gliding.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where would you like to land?
All the way across to the opposite side.
All right.
Keep going.
Go ahead and roll acrobatics to see how well you land. And you get advantage because you have your glidey wings.
So I can move equal to my walking. So I'm gonna go 30 feet straight that way. Hopefully I don't fuck it up. Okay, cool. Didn't fuck it up.
So you're down here?
Yeah, perfect. Because he doesn't want to land the sludge. Sludge is gross.
Perfect.
And then he's going to his arm cannon folds out. This is all like happening automatically. He's not really paying attention to kind of what's going on because this isn't his brain reacting. It's the monkey brain reacting.
I don't know. You even had all this shit going on. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Mega Man?
This huge,
That's
this
Mega
huge
Drive.
arm cannon just like folds out from his right arm. Yeah. And he crouches down like real low and like gets a nice kind of whiff of the sewer and for a second there, but holds his breath and tries to get like a nice kind of lancing shot through the swarm. The horking, it was a little more than he expected, and he ends up puking a little bit.
No!
Can you
I had
roll
all
me
that
a
wind
dex
up,
saving
man.
throw for that burst save?
Is his arm explode for the crit?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god.
It just fires backwards.
Yeah, on my tail.
He just like he backflips to gets his angle, and is like back on his fucking face like Wile E. Coyote.
The laser just kind of like drips out the front of his guns. Ah, shit! Forgot to charge the shit.
That was a very cool maneuver.
That's exactly how I expected it to go too. It was, we'll make it perfect over to the other side.
Instead of actually firing a gun, a little flag pops out that says bang.
Can you also roll me a wisdom savings throw?
Wisdom saving throw? That's a big ask. I don't know about that. Okay, I can roll. It's not bad.
With a 17, as you were unfurling your arm cannon, something that feels so alien to you and yet so familiar at the same time, you kind of feel something tugging at the back of your brain, like something wants to come out, something wants to come forward. But with your current resolve in the moment, you're in battle, you're very focused, you're able to push those feelings back.
Free me!
Oh.
Help me!
Finally.
Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Hork a little bit more, but then pass it.
A good horking.
Alrighty.
Does the extra horking count as a bonus action?
Or-
I think we
Oh,
agreed
be
that
alright.
Answer is
spitting
yes.
was an opportunity attack or a bonus action.
You can use it as a bonus action. Yeah.
Yep.
Do you want to spit it?
You want to hork that direction?
Just,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
roll me a d20.
You're doing a horking attack now. All right.
It's just vomiting everywhere.
Reenacting the fucking Exorcist. Oh, it's all over his pants and just it's
I
everywhere.
think we'd all be like really shocked, but because it's coming out of your character, it's like that's just a thing it probably
Right.
does.
yeah, is that just a? It's just a Hidozi thing.
It's just a Hadozi thing. They just puke randomly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's perfect rendition.
with a 4, you're able to hawk a pretty significant loogie. It just doesn't make it very far. It kind of dribbles down your chin a little bit and like lands on your foot.
Perfect.
All right, Mikas, you're up.
Okay, so I'm gonna move down 3 squares and left 1.
Okay.
Oh, down 1 more.
Oh, down 1 more.
Yeah. Although after Dean's bullshit, as I'm running around to get in position, Mika's just like, "What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?"
You like
Oh
jumped
my God.
over Mikas's head as he was getting into position.
I had no idea he could fucking fly, and I was like, "What the fuck was that?"
Thanks deployed.
He's like
I
a
went-
sugar glider,
Yeah, basically.
but not as
I've-
cute.
Oh,
Ran
come on.
through, well, in his own
He's
way.
got a 9
This is
charisma. That's
cute.
adorable, right?
You don't like ugly, cute things. Or you're just like, "Oh, that's disgusting. I love it."
Yeah.
It's like a Yoda.
A little pug.
I've gone through every single one of my possible actions, and none of them are non-violent. So, as a warlock, guess what the fuck I'm gonna do?
Yes.
I cast fireball.
Yeah, just Eldritch Blast this bitch.
Give the Eldritch Blasteroo.
Oh, Dritch, blast.
Where is my hit thing? Oops. I just accidentally spelled. Okay. Alright, 12. Did that hit?
Oh, yeah, we cannot.
With a
track these.
12, you notice that the Eldritch Blast manages to land amongst the swarm of rats. However, it only hits one of the rats.
I just vaporized that bitch to hell.
That rat does
That
take
rat
whatever damage
specifically.
you roll, but the swarm as a whole is still standing pretty strong.
Fuck this
Alright,
rat
well.
in particular.
Yeah, literally, fuck this rat in particular. Hey, that rat ceases to be, bitch.
That
Didn't
rat
even know what it is.
ceases to be. Can you roll me an insight check?
Yes. Why? Hey,
Yeah.
where's it?
You'll find out why if
Oh,
you
there it
pass the
Great
check.
question.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Just like
So with a
slammed into the
9,
wall.
you kind of feel this nagging voice in the back of your mind saying, "It's a swarm, you idiot. You gotta hit it with a bigger blast."
That fucking asshole. Okay, thanks.
Awesome.
Mika's out loud says, "Shut the fuck up," and everyone's just like, "What?"
Is she okay?
Um,
I mean, who am I to judge? I talk to
does
my
anyone
eye.
react to Mikas shouting loudly after firing his Eldritch Blast?
Who am I to
Shouting
judge?
at
I
me?
talk to my eye.
Someone like this. Hey, listen.
Listen. God damn it.
So, Navi.
Bitch, one of my coworkers has that as his fucking ringtone, so if he's getting a ton of texts, it's that over and over again.
Oh my
boy.
god, no. I hate that.
That's too perfect.
Hey.
I love it. I had that as my ringtone alert for texts for a hot minute. I thought it was funny.
Oof. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I don't think I have any other bonus actions. Yeah, no, I just swear out loud and that's it.
Alrighty. Next up is the swarm of rats. The rats are clearly agitated by the brunt of assault and the sonic wave of agitation coming from Rubik's song. They're kind of like doing that thing where rats just kind of like swarm around each other in a confined space where they're like crawling over each other, wriggling. It's very unsettling to look at. They will. What do we do? God, this music is so good.
Perfect.
Gen 4 has the best music in all of Pokemon. Period. It's so good. It's got a vibe for anything.
I have to read something, sorry. Yes.
Ordinary rats.
Okay.
What is that song?
So the rats who are currently freaking out over the sound coming from Rubik's turntable, they let out a shriek as their little mechanical helmets start to whir rapidly. The light starts blinking more intensely. Rubik's, I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Raggy.
Oh damn! These little guys bringing the thunder. Oh no! What a fucking shit roll. 5.
With a 5, you feel the sensation kind of wash over you that the rats, the swarm of rats that you are currently battling, are actually your best friend. These rats need someone to look after them, just like Rhombus did. Rhombus needed a father figure in its life. And damn it if Rubik's isn't going to be that father figure
Oh
for these
no.
rats as well. You are currently charmed. You have a telepathic link with the swarm of rats as long as the two of you are in the same plane of existence. And you can receive commands as long as you're conscious. Sorry, I'm kind of reading out loud to myself. While you are charmed, you have the need to protect these rats. So you no longer feel that they are your enemy. And that'll be the end of the rat's turn. Top of the list, we have Sidolphus Rex and Crash on deck.
While this is going on, it's not my turn yet, but Rubik's will be feverishly switching the decks around and getting a couple new albums set up because the vibes have changed.
The vibes are off.
The vibes have definitely altered here. So yeah, so we'll get some good jams here going in a second. Hold on one second. Hope you all have a great night. Enjoy yourself. Make sure you tape your bartenders.
The fucking Bender gif with the penguin.
It's the only one I could find from that episode.
Oh
rat.
my god. Yeah. While we slow it all down, everybody, gets a little closer.
Let's
A
slow
little
this
bit more
thing down a
friendly.
bit. Tonight the music seems so loud.
Who was next?
It's
Ew.
better this way.
What was that?
It's you.
It's me? Okay. So
Yeah, you're the problem.
I guess we'll go for
Oh my god, not that I fuck Taylor Swift, but that would have been a great song to play. It's me, I'm the problem, it's me.
alright. I swing with a 20.
Whoa,
Nice.
whoa, whoa! What's with this? You're wrecking the vibes, man.
Alright.
Alrighty, a 20 definitely hits.
Okay.
Your damage is 12. So with a 20, you do like a wide sweeping motion, cutting through the layer of rats in front of you. A couple of them kind of jump up as they see your swing coming, and they're going to take half damage from that.
Okay.
Anything else on your turn?
That's all I got.
Alrighty, Crash, you're up.
Alright. Crash is gonna stand on top of the box that the rat is in. Is it sturdy enough to take his weight?
That it's a cardboard box. No.
Damn it. All right. Well, then I'm gonna stand on the cardboard flaps to make sure this little shit don't get away. But I'm also going to stand on them from the other side. I'm going to try to get a better angle.
Straddle.
Here.
So yeah, like that. But can I? Yeah, I think I can get a pretty. Yeah, I can get a pretty good angle from that one. Yeah, I'm just trying not to shoot anybody on accident.
Yeah, you're good. Rubik's is an auto gnome, so he's like what, 3 feet tall? You're good.
Yeah, if you guys are gonna leave me on box duty, at least don't block my shot. And yeah, I'm gonna fire some blaster bolts.
Let's go.
Gimme, and I still have advantage. Yes.
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 No, you can do sneak
No.
attack.
Oh, I can sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
Well,
sorry.
then I'm just gonna roll that. Ignore that previous roll because
I was gonna say
that was a double.
The wording for it in Rogue is super confusing. But like for under the sneak attack, it says that it doesn't require advantage for you to have. And then for getting ranged, for getting advantage on a ranged attack, the opponent needs to be under some sort of condition like prone or blinded or something along those lines in order for a ranged character to get advantage.
Got
Unless
it.
there's another
Thank
ability
you.
that specifically implies. Yeah.
Or you are attacking from stealth.
Or
Or
that
Ooh.
one.
not friendly.
Well, I hit, but I failed my dex save. I'm pretty sure because I rolled a total of 8. But I still get my damage, right?
You do get your damage. Go ahead and roll both damages, and you will also take. Hold on.
So 10 plus 4, so 14 damage.
Pretty good.
Not bad at all.
So 14. You fire off into the crowd, into the swarm of rats, I should say. The rats are moving around rapidly. You do manage to peg a few of them with your blaster bolts. And you said it was how much damage?
14.
14. So you peg a few of them. You wind up doing 8 damage in total.
Okay.
7.
Sorry, I can't.
7 and 7 is 14. You're good.
And you also take a percentage of your damage. I haven't quite figured out how that works yet. You're the first one to get hit by your burst. Here's what we're gonna do. You rolled an 8 for your dex save, and you're doing 14 damage. So you're gonna take the difference. You're gonna take
Spicy. That's 6.
6 points of damage. How much health do you have?
Oh, that is hot. Ow. All right. Now I'm going to try with the other laser pistol with my bonus action.
Oh, I
That's
thought
not gonna
you-
hit.
I thought you fired both pistols already.
Oh no, I re-rolled my first shot because the first one was I rolled with advantage in
You
the
did
app.
14 damage with one pistol?
Yeah,
Holy shit!
it does 3d6 and I get an extra d6.
Oh, that's right. Okay, cool. So,
All right, well, the
a
next
10, a 10
Yeah.
misses. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll get that dex save in there. Fucking, that was lucky.
23, you're good. Second shot, you're a little more prepared for that kickback that you get.
All right, and that's everything I got.
Okay. And that'll be the end of your turn?
Yep.
Next up is the rat in the box, who is still attempting to
In the box.
escape. It has been whittling away at the box, so the DC to get out of the box, is going to be a 22. Does that sound fair? It was 25 before.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, Jacob, it makes sense.
With a 14, it is still not able to chew its way out of the box, but it is still
Getting
chipping
closer.
away at that hole. Next up is Rubik's, who is currently sadly enamored by the swarm of rats. They are just the cutest little things on the planet.
Yeah.
They look like little tiny robots.
I am a little distressed right now over the everybody's getting a little hostile right now. I think it's on both sides. So out of an ability to try to calm things down. Now I know this is asked about before, but this was their rat with the helmet. Now with this swarm of rats, how does animal friendship work against them?
The rats, because of the device that is on their head, they are kind of immune to that.
Okay, so these guys,
to any kind of like, what's the word? Affection, I guess.
okay.
Bids for affection, yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. Charmed, what exactly does that set me up with? Like, I gotta... I suppose. Well, I mean, like, okay, so if I'm charmed right now, what exactly is that pertain to as far as am I trying to shake that off? I'm just acting purely within their. I don't think I've ever been charmed before, so I'm
Okay,
curious.
so the rats have the ability to issue commands to you, but it's not currently the rat's turn. So as of right now, you just like the rats. Like, you don't feel the need to turn on your friends necessarily, but you also don't want to hurt the rats.
Okay.
Is it specifically the charm spell?
Yes. Well, it's dominate monster, which I can link for you.
Yeah.
Do we have any more cheese?
I stole your onion cheese. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
Wheel. Maybe we should give the rat swarm the cheese.
So when the rats cast the spell, they would have decided what they wanted
Oh,
Yeah.
to do. So you would have had
Okay.
something in mind.
So, yeah,
You would have given like a simple phrase, and generally the charm can't be something that would be like out of characteristic for the person. So it could be like protect us, or like
yeah.
you could tell them to like attack their friends, but like
In this case, the rats were more interested in getting Rubik's to stop making that wretched sound that he was making.
then that's what
So
the charm would have been.
they ordered Rubik's to stop doing that and to basically leave them alone, as in go away. So you're compelled to no longer play music and to leave the rats alone and walk in the other direction if you choose.
okay. Yeah, no, I suppose I'd follow that. Shut down the music, and would perhaps instruct my friends as everybody spread around. All right, folks, time to shut it down. Ain't nothing here.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here. No. Yeah, no, it's clearly too early for a concert right now. I see these guys are into it.
Do you want to leave the vicinity of the rats? This will cause an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I would.
So you're gonna walk back, and the rats will attack you
Iffy.
with. Sorry. They're going to bite at your little feet, and with a nat 1,
Bite your ankles.
they kind of chitter around your feet, but since you're made of mostly metal, they weren't expecting that, and so their little teeth couldn't quite pierce through your metal facade. So you're fine.
I'm leaving. It's fine. That's get jeez, go off. All right. And I go back. Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much where.
That's actually too bad, because if you had taken damage, that would have given you a chance to try and save.
Mm-hmm.
And anything else on your turn?
I don't think so. I don't think there's anything I would.
Alrighty, Amoxley, you're up, and Virel is on deck.
So, I consider taking Rubik's advice into consideration, and then I shoot a firebolt at the swarm.
Jesus.
Dirty 20.
With a 20. Alright, let's see.
Yo, what the hell?
Dirty 20, and that is 5 damage. Just a big old blast of fire at them.
And sorry, what was the damage?
5 damage.
5. Okay. So your firebolt does land right in the center of this mass of rats, but they kind of scurry as the flame rains down on them. It only hits a single rat, doing very minimal damage to the swarm as a whole.
Man.
Roll me an insight check.
Oh, I'm good at that. Oh, I'm actually good at that. No, I'm not. 11.
With an 11, that is actually fine. Aisha lights up and starts scanning the situation and alerts to you that a single bolt of fire or energy of any sort isn't going to necessarily harm the swarm as a whole. You're going to need something with a wider range of attack.
see. I unfortunately do not have that attack. I don't have anything that attacks at a code or an area or an AoE.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean, yeah, I'm done. I got nothing else I can do this turn anyways, so.
Alright. Virel, you're up. Dean is on deck.
Is there any chance I have any booze left over from the night before?
I don't know, do you?
Check my inventory really quick.
Are we thinking Molotov cocktail situation?
Is absolutely the fuck that I am thinking about. I don't think I have. But I am not very well equipped as I don't have any of the implements on me. I have a water skin and I have a vial, but I don't have any oil or alcohol. That's fine. I'm just gonna punch and kick. Kick and
Okay.
punch. Oh. So that's
23 hits?
23. And then I'm going to use another key point to do my flurry of blows.
It's such a shame. I have a shit ton of oil flasks on me. I gotta keep myself lubed up, pulled up at all times. So
then
okay,
a 22. And then
Does being attacked not break?
another 22.
How many attacks is that?
3, because I have my first unarmed strike, and then I spend a key point to do flurry of blows, which gives me 2 more.
Right,
So
okay.
I'm now dealing the damage for those, since it was like 22 plus to hit. It's gonna be 14, another 19 divided by 2, so 8.
That was 9, I believe.
9, excuse me. As I'm punching and kicking rats out of the swarm, just punting.
Beautiful. With a 6-inch stiletto heel, you just start impaling these rats as you through them. How would you like to do this?
Hey.
Oh, let's go!
As there's just one tiny little fat rat kind of scurrying around. I kind of actually feel a little bit bad about this, so I'm gonna look for like the nearest over tilt trash can, and I'm just gonna like bob from side to side, and then like punt it really hard into said trash can, and then go go.
Yeah.
I
Very nice.
clearly see that you feel bad about this.
Listen, it was a good shot, okay? And besides, now I have 2
Yeah, actually, it was.
I am actually quite happy about this. I have one live one and a dead one too. This is perfect. This is literally the perfect scenario for this. I think this went exactly according to plan, guys. Well done.
Beautiful. And look at that. I was afraid we were going to run a little too late tonight. It is 10:22. You have defeated the swarm of rats with helmets. Congratulations. Applause all around. And we have a captured live rat who is still trapped inside the box, attempting to chew its way out, but it is not making very much progress.
We have a live
give it
one
a little-
and a dead one. Oh, I'm gonna have fun.
Oh, yeah.
Crash will give the box a little shake just to like push him off the wall. Just like, hey, you stop that in there.
Hey, careful. We need that one
Why,
alive.
He's chewing the box. Do you want him to get away?
We
Spray
need
him with
that
a
one
bottle, like-
alive. Keep it in
I'm
the
just giving
box,
him a
but
little.
don't kill it.
Just give it a little shake. Just let him know who's boss.
I vote for
it's-
harness. Little baby rat harness.
Mm-hmm.
A little chest biter.
Little fancy
Just like a
rat
piece
harness.
of floss.
Whoa.
They make harnesses for fancy rats. I'm just saying. They exist. It's a thing. Google it.
It's true.
What happened to the concert? Are we still jamming?
Oh, yeah, Rubik's.
Where are the rats? Oh.
Wait.
God.
Oh.
But we still have one.
You
So-
feel as though you've lost a child,
Yeah.
but you kind of feel like you don't actually care about that child as much as you thought you did.
Oh, hey, there's Rhombus. Oh, I can love you way much more.
when you get attacked by something, does that not wear off charm?
You have to
Yeah.
do damage.
That's
But
true.
to
They
get
do have
damage.
to pay heals,
Oh,
but
they have to do damage. Okay.
You have to do damage, and you don't automatically break from it. You get another attempt to make the wisdom savings throw,
Okay.
which never happened.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
the rats rolled a
I
nat 1.
legitimately wasn't sure on that
so
one.
because
so-
Yeah.
they all faded away beforehand, am I just constantly now attached to these
Since
rats?
somebody has a
Forever
charm
remember
item.
that corpse.
Sorry, go ahead.
As I say, someone has a charm item in my game, I'm a little. I feel pretty familiar with most of the charms available.
Oh,
Gotcha.
that's true, yeah.
I wonder who
But
that
no,
could
since
be.
Yeah.
since the
Sir-
rats are deceased, you are no longer charmed.
What was that, Ray?
Nice.
Sorry.
Since the rats are deceased, Rubik's, you are no longer charmed.
Okay.
Also, there's no charmed item. Mana, wink, wink.
Uh,
Not that item actually.
yeah, no, and I know what she thought, and it's funny because someone who had a beneficial charm item has a moral objection to charming people like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. What a
Arcmon would rather naturally just deceive and trick people instead of fucking using some magic.
I don't need
BGB
performance
bullshit.
enhancing
No.
drugs to.
No, I
charm
will
people.
intimidate or trick my way into it instead if we really need
He's
it.
the Ken Griffey Jr. of charming people, man. I'm not
There
gonna
you
take
go.
steroids to charm people. I charm people naturally.
That's right. I will
you
turn to
still
Barry
like-
Bonds at some point, I'm sure.
Like a little bit charmed because there's still one rat left. Just a little bit.
Ooh,
Mm.
like maybe there's just like an extreme bond to the
Like,
one that's alive or the one that's
So now
dead.
you're gonna have
Now,
a
we
robot
don't
on one
kill this
shoulder
one,
and
right?
a rat on the other shoulder.
There's no plan to kill that one. No, that one needs
Yeah.
to stay alive so that we can figure out what this helmet's doing to it, how it's transmitting what it's doing. Because clearly those ones had powers that your average rats don't have.
I like
It's
what I'm
gonna
hearing,
need a
Sammy. I
name.
like what I'm hearing. We keep them alive. That's what I like to hear. All right.
Please don't call me Sammy.
It's gonna need a name. We're gonna have to
Sam?
rename this one.
Call me Mox.
Mox. I remember that.
Fuck Sammy.
It needs a name. Its name is Test Subject 1. The dead one in the can there is Test Subject 2.
There's a lot of love behind those names.
We're gonna call her Tammy.
Test Subject 1 was my grandmother's name.
I was gonna say
Tammy,
it's a Harry's
Tammy
name.
too.
Please, I am
I'm
just.
gonna call this one Tom, and this one's gonna be Dead Tom.
Ed.
It's, listen.
Was that
already-
a Muppets reference in the year of our Lord and Savior?
First of all, it's a Treasure Island
I was gonna
reference.
say it's Treasure
Fucking
Island.
Muppet
Philistine.
Treasure Island.
How about Moxley?
Dead Tom's dead.
He was always dead. That's why we called him Dead Tom.
Dead Tom.
How about Moxley? John Moxley,
Fat
baby.
bug-eating baby-faced O'Brien? Hi. And it's like a beautiful woman. I need to watch that movie again. It's so good.
Such a good movie.
In the year of the Barbie movie?
Right.
I-
That's
I-
what I said. In the year of our Lord and Savior. I already said that.
I gave them names. It's nicer than my parents were to me. So we're gonna go Test Subject 1 and Test Subject 2.
Whatever you say. No, right, Tom.
That's right. Come on, Tom. You and Dead Tom are gonna come with us.
Please stop making them human. It's gonna be harder to dissect them when I need to.
Dissect the
Not
dead one.
dissecting them.
Only to put them back together again after. Yeah.
Makes it more
I
interesting.
mean,
You can make
I
him a
mean,
puppet.
listen. There's no guarantee I'll have to dissect the live one. I have a dead one that I can take apart and figure
So,
out how it fits.
Preferred.
Mikas, out of curiosity, how's Babs gonna feel about rats at her place?
Keep it in the damn box and it won't be a problem.
Well, that's fair. Mox, do you have like a lab or something we can keep these in for sterile working conditions, perhaps?
The room that I'm staying in has a sufficient area that I can work in.
The world is his
That's not
lab.
at Babs's though, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to roll deception to
I-
get past her.
I'm in that jungly room, and there's like a room in the jungly room that's got a bench on it. It'll suffice.
Well, I imagine it's getting closer to afternoon. How much time do we have before our 9 p.m. meeting?
It is roughly about midday at this time. We'll call it noon even, because it was pretty early in the morning by the time you guys left the bar. So you've still got a few hours to kill before heading to your meeting. If you wanted to check out the pawn shop, that is still an option. Or you could go down to the sewers and do some exploring before your meeting, or go back to the motel if you want to take a look at the rats some more. Babs, you may have to sneak the rats in past Babs. But we can save that for next session.
I figured we just pick a direction, and so you had something to prep for.
Yeah.
I am going to prep everything. I learned today that
You
I'm
don't
glad
have
that
to do that. You can make us commit. It's fine.
Oh, it's okay. I want you guys to choose your own adventure story.
Okay.
You can.
Plus, she's already got the hotel, so.
Yeah,
She-
I
oh, she
feel
has
like
to do
we've
the pawn
already
shop.
we've
Gotta figure it
secured
out.
the rat, so I feel like pawn shop is where Crash is keen to go.
Rat
Yeah.
secured.
Rat
Yeah.
we have the package.
Sounds good.
Gross.
This is stupid.
So, how do we feel about making this a regular Monday night thing?
I feel great
Yeah.
about it. You
Yeah, I'm
Very
generally
much
off.
down.
Generally off Mondays. I will only be missing that one Monday that I'm at Burning Man.
And what days
You're
are
going to
again? Is it
Burning
the-
Man? Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
it's
I'm jealous.
my second year.
the-
Let me look at the
I think it was the
calendar.
28th.
It's the 28th, correct?
Okay.
September.
August. Oh wait,
28th of
September.
August. Yes. No, 28th of August.
So like next
Okay.
week.
So that'll
yeah.
be the week after next.
Got
Yeah,
it.
so I leave on the 26th and I come back on the 4th. But I should be back that night.
Are you going to be alive?
I was gonna say
No. The recovery day is not
So
being
I'm
alive.
taking.
It's
Well, I'm not
necessary.
doing anything. I'm taking the burner bus back. So I literally just get on a bus, and last time I just slept the whole time I was on the bus. It was fine.
I mean, if you're not up for it, I will totally understand, because you're going to be pretty burned out, no pun intended. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's more like a physical burnout. Like
This
doing this
might
isn't
be-
taxing on me, you know.
Right, like this might be like the perfect end cap to what I
Yeah,
hope
I
is a
just get
very
home.
lovely and raucous weekend.
Yeah, yep.
About
A
what
whole
time?
week actually.
There you go.
Because I know reception is pretty shoddy out there. You probably won't even have your phone on.
That's garbage.
Will you be able to give me a heads up if you're gonna make it for the 4th?
Yeah, so I'm catching I forget which bus I'm taking. I'll have to double check the time, but I'm catching the bus back that morning. So as I get closer back to civilization, I'm gonna have more signal.
Okay, cool.
it should be fine.
And depending on what you guys wind up doing next session, I was thinking, since we already know you're going to be gone on the 28th, we could plan to have Mikas kind of like go
Solo
do his
adventure.
own thing for that session, and I can role
Teams for
play.
Into the Sewers.
I can also just like role play that with you at a different time if you want.
Whatever works.
Yeah. Otherwise, we can skip that session, because I totally understand if you don't want to miss what's going on. Because depending on what you guys do next week, we may not have that opportunity.
You guys
So
finish the
I'll
entire
joke
campaign
about
in one session while I'm gone.
Hopefully not.
That would mean we all died.
Yeah.
That'd
Yes.
be interesting. And
So now
Mikas
there's
comes
former
back
rats.
I mean,
to
Mikas
like
wins.
an entirely new crew of people. Like, who the fuck are you people?
Yeah.
Alright.